All right, hold on, guys. For some reason, I think we were muted, so we need to redo that because it said muted. But welcome to your favorite Wednesday night wrestling podcast with your host, Chuck Winchester, with your host, Yvonne DeBoard, and with your still reigning, defending RSH heavyweight champion of the world, Josh DeBoard.
We will not be silenced.
I don't know, they may have heard us, but just in case it said muted, Joe? I don't know.
We will not be silenced.
I've only been producing this shit for like 2.5 years. I don't fucking know what I'm doing.
We know Josh won't be silent.
We're about a year away from having this shit under control. So
yeah,
watch out, internet.
Dude, it is huge week in professional wrestling. Probably the happiest I've been when it comes to pro wrestling.
Yeah, you watched Raw.
In a long time. and there's a reason for that.
Yeah, there's a reason.
For those of you who live under a rock, for those of you who don't pay a lot of attention but still watch us for some reason, Vince McMahon has officially, at the age of 77 years old, retired from WWE.
Breaking news, yeah.
And that is something I've said on this show many times. I think you all have done it as well. Agreed, or maybe not. I don't know. But I thought the dude would die in the chair.
I did too.
I did too.
Oh, hold on. We got comments.
Uh-oh.
Joe, what up, guys?
What's up, Joe?
Sorry,
from the Working Fans podcast. Check out Joe and the Working Fans. It's a great show.
Yeah, they do
great
commentary
show.
And shit too. Joe's too busy making bread to be with us today. Josh, take it easy on GK. Absolutely not.
Joe, you know it's not going to happen.
We love you too, Tyler.
We love you too, Tyler.
To transition to Tyler, we'll go ahead and announce this now before we get right into the Triple H thing. RSH has joined WrestleBuddy. I didn't know really how to describe it, but we will be like.
All right, so what does that mean? What is WrestleBuddy?
WrestleBuddy is this website. You can go to their link tree, whatever the fuck that is. I'm not hipped into all this shit yet.
I have a link tree.
They have a ton of shit. Like their website, you go to WrestleBuddy.com. There's a bunch of great articles. Tyler started with them last night.
Oh, damn. He's brand new.
He's got a couple. He's got an article,
yep.
I think, already out today about Triple H and like the transition, which we're about to get into. And then next week at Jimmy Bebe, which is part of WrestleBuddy.com, will join us for our SummerSlam breakdown next week, where I'll be champion for. It'll be 843 days. It'll be 843
I got
days.
this shit locked down.
So
next week you will see me holding.
So you will see RSH stuff on WrestleBuddy.com. You will still see RSH on SJP World Media. It's another platform that our friend Sai is playing our show on. So that doesn't change. Just more places to see us. And then I'm going to start writing again. So tonight, I'm going to put out some articles with them. I'm going to work with Alex. Alex is like the head of that website. I'm going to be working with him, learning, get up to speed on that. I'm going to start writing shit again.
Hell yeah. I'm excited about that.
We're going full-blown back. Thank the Buzz for everything they've done. Absolutely. The Buzz is awesome. Like Juice WRLD. It is dead. It took 37 perks and died, just like Juice WRLD. And
Thank you to the Buzz.
It is over, but it was a great ride. Thanks to Archie for building the site. And maybe one day it'll come back. Yeah. You never know. Bret Hart came back to WWE, and we never thought that would happen.
Thank you, Archie and the Buzz. It's just time to move on.
Yep. Fun times. Fun times. I was up to like 1 a.m. talking to Alex last night.
Hell yeah.
When I said on Twitter, it's new beginnings.
Good.
And they do a podcast. You'll probably see us on theirs at some point. You'll see.
What's their podcast called?
I have no clue.
Oh, bullshit.
We're very new. We're very
I was going to be like, let's plug them.
No,
we're not.
We will have plenty of time. I was very happy that I put them in the band, that I made a banner for them. This is like I accomplished something. But anyway,
oh yeah, that's awesome, man. Yeah,
check out Tyler's articles; they're good, like usual.
Tyler's awesome.
Just a different platform. New beginnings.
New beginnings. Yeah.
Same show.
Same faces.
The best thing about our show, it is the same. But going forward, I'm not going to have to be talking about Vince McMahon's stupid fucking senile writing.
Get into that.
So excited. Yeah. So, like we already mentioned, Vince McMahon is retired. He is gone. He was forced to retire, which makes me even happier. I think it's hilarious. Fuck that guy.
All right, you ready?
Gone.
I got the article pulled. I'm fucking ready for this.
What article?
All right. World Wrestling Entertainment CEO Vince McMahon announced this is last Friday that he was fully retiring after decades of leading the company founded by his father, a move that comes after it was revealed in June that he's being investigated for allegations of sexual misconduct against him. Earlier this month, the Wall Street Journal reported the married Vince McMahon has paid more than $12 million to 4 different women, all of whom he had been affiliated with WWE over the past 16 years to cover up claims of sexual misconduct and infidelity. So upon going into this further, they found $14 million of funds used that were unidentified of why they were used, which They found Friday morning, which Vince retired Friday afternoon. So
that was the business money to spend, guys.
Yeah, but it didn't take
so Vince
long,
McMahon said, at 77, time for me to retire. Thank you, WWE Universe. Then, now, forever together. Hashtag WWE, hashtag thankful. The $14 million definitely really pushed him to retirement, in my opinion.
Dude, imagine having sex for
Yeah.
$14 million.
The stock.
Oh, God.
So to go over to that, I have an
Those
article
poor
for that as
women.
well.
Ooh.
So,
I mean, I've had sex.
So-
Not for $14 million.
I mean, I've had sex for $14 once, but she got her money's worth.
Oh my God.
It was a minute per second.
Hey,
They-
man. That's how many
All
pumps
right.
you get, man. That's
So-
it. $1 per pump.
And don't go up there.
They
That's all I'm
disclosed,
saying.
it came out officially Monday, that the financial statements going back to 2019 uncovered $14.6 million in unrecorded expenses paid out by Vince McMahon. This disclosure came out after he announced Friday that he was retiring. WWE stock went down 1.79% Friday night, but jumped 13.7% Monday when it was announced that Triple H was in charge.
In charge.
The stock jumped, and the rating for this Monday's Raw was up 32% from last week.
That's
Great.
awesome. That includes
USA
me.
executives are
That
said
includes
to
me.
be ecstatic
As
of
they
the
should.
future of going forward.
Absolutely.
Fox is too busy worried about American Idol and shit
Sure.
right now, so like they're not
Yeah.
haven't commented. But this is the highest WWE stock has been since September 20th of 2019.
Dude, think about it. The way I think
WWE
about
is
it.
worth $5 billion right now.
Sure.
Jeez.
The way
Oh,
I,
yeah.
the way it feels, I think, for us, just as viewers, and then to even the locker room, it has to be way more. It's like, that. Let's say there's like something heavy on your chest and it gets taken off. Just that relief of like, holy shit, it's gone. Finally, I can breathe, and
My
maybe
ex-fiance.
there's, for the first time ever, hope in this company. Not ever, but for the first time in a decade, there's hope in this company. It's like, shit. Very excited about that, man. And I even heard, I'm not sure if it's true or not. I saw it on Facebook, so who knows? But I heard that he might be under federal investigation as well.
He's
Not just
probably in some
WWE.
shit. I mean,
Oh yeah.
knowing how big of a sorry, I'm sharing still. Fuck you
Sure.
guys.
Hey, man, gotta
But-
get it
I'm
out.
talking to the fans. Fuck all y'all. All one of you.
Like we care about our fans.
yeah.
Ugh,
But
I'm just kidding.
and I'm over
Yeah,
here
yes.
sharing last week's episode. Anyway, in order to get Vince McMahon to step away from like the thing he's like
It was guilty.
when allegations
That's
were
it.
first brought to
You came out on
when
live
the
TV.
allegations first
Yeah.
came out, the
Yeah.
motherfucker went
Came out on
to
TV.
the ring and
Yep.
was like, "Hey, welcome, to SmackDown."
Yeah,
and then
like
walks to
nothing's
the back.
wrong.
He's
Yeah.
won so many lawsuits in the past. He thought he was untouchable, and
Yeah.
then he retired. Once he retired, that made everybody know he's guilty of whatever the fuck
Yeah,
they're
he
saying he's guilty
survived
of.
the fucking
He did.
steroid trial. He
Yep.
survived fucking Chris Benoit.
Yep.
He survived all this other
So
shit.
many things.
But like
Out of it
this,
Owen
you
Hart's
can't
death.
really do.
Yeah.
Yeah, Owen
Yep.
Hart's death.
But-
I remember that vividly.
And I think that's the
Like-
point. I think because he came out showing his dick when this shit first came out,
Yeah, you
and
gotta
then
keep
he
your dick off the
officially
fucking internet.
when he officially retired, that is evidence that he is guilty of whatever
He's
they're saying he's guilty of.
Yep.
And so I thought it was the best thing ever when he retired. And I was so excited that one, also Johnny Ace is gone because the people power. Fuck that guy. He's gone now, thank God too.
Yeah, he's gone.
And that has to be another relief for the talent that's there,
Yeah.
And finally, for the first time, like Triple H said, I want the workplace to be happy again or have fun again, however the
Yeah,
fuck
that's
you
what you're
worded it.
supposed to be. Have fun. Yeah,
Very, very excited about that. So yeah, man. So are you guys excited as well?
I'm excited.
Excited that
Sure.
Triple H is in charge, the head of creative.
Yeah, I got a
Yeah.
banner for that. Well, it's because we're fucking official over here. Happy birthday,
Happy birthday,
today,
Triple
which
H.
none of us
Yeah.
had fucking known until I got on Twitter this
Yeah,
morning.
me
I did not
too.
know today was his birthday.
I didn't. Till
Also,
Twitter.
happy birthday to Dolph Ziggler. It's
I
also
wonder.
his birthday.
I wonder when he showed up to Madison Square Garden if he had like headphones in his ears.
Did you see that picture
I
of
did, it
him?
was badass.
That's
What?
fucking awesome.
That's the one I posted.
That's
on
a
Twitter.
picture that I'd get in a frame and put it
Yeah.
in my fucking
If he,
house.
yeah,
Like,
dude.
like he's like, this is where like we always thought
The
about
new
this is
era
what would
begins.
happen. Like,
Yep, we did.
what if Triple H
CM
ran
Punk
it
predicted it a
just
decade
like
ago.
NXT? Like Black and Gold NXT was raved by everybody as a great show. It didn't get the rating, but like we talk about all the time. Just because you get a great rating doesn't mean your show is great. Desperate Housewives is a miserable pile of dog shit, but it gets 15 to 20 million viewers a week.
No, absolutely.
But I wouldn't watch that if my life depended on it half the time. I mean, just because NXT got 700K and AEW got 1.1 because it's a fucking it's 83rd straight pay-per-view on a Wednesday, head of the class, The Last Dance.
That's how I feel about
But I still like
WWE
the
for
quality
last couple
of
of years.
NXT was,
Yeah.
I think, consistently the wrestling was better, the storytelling was better,
It was.
and it was
is.
under Triple H's guidance. And then
Sure.
when he left,
You did love it.
NXT 2.0, it's fine.
Yeah.
I mean, it's ran by your boy Sean,
Shawn
right
Michaels
now.
is running
But
it.
like,
Yep.
you could see changes to that this week too.
Yeah,
Sure.
he
You
did.
could see little, and we'll get into Raw.
Vince
Well,
had his hands in everything. But real quick, I thought it was a really funny joke. When Triple H showed up, I wonder if he had his headphones in and his original theme music. It's my time!
oh, dude,
My time!
like,
was in his earphones. And then next
it's-
week it's time to play the game. And then he's like, it's his time.
It's such a,
Fucking love
it's
it.
such
It's
a big
exciting.
time.
Yeah, it is.
Like Vince McMahon, like I was with some friends Friday when I saw that, and they were like, "Who cares?" And I'm like, "Dude,
Fuck those guys.
Like, but
You
they're not
don't
wrestling
understand.
fans. But
You
they're
don't
like, I
understand,
was like, "It's a
yeah.
wrestling
So,
fan.
yeah.
That's the biggest fucking thing. Like that's the biggest news ever.
It's the biggest
Vince
news,
McMahon,
yeah.
the guy who
It made all
I'm
all
going to
news.
try to calmly talk to Tony Khan here in a little bit.
all the news.
But like the guy
Calmly.
that if it wasn't for him, wrestling might not be a thing outside of every 4 years the Olympics have it.
it wouldn't be
I mean,
what it is now.
It wouldn't be to the level.
I
it is
mean,
now.
pro wrestling existed before Vince McMahon.
Yeah, but like
But it wouldn't be what it is now without
he's
Vince McMahon.
trying.
You can't argue
He's
that.
fucking pushed it to where it's
No.
like a global.
Nobody
thing.
can argue.
It would not be where it
Yeah.
was today without him. So like,
He made it mainstream.
hopefully the allegations aren't true, but for some fucking
No.
reason, I feel like
I
they
feel
are
like
true.
they are
So,
true.
The,
Yeah.
the day that he retired, he admitted they were true.
as a stubborn wrestling
Like,
fan
that's
that
what that
doesn't have a
is.
dog in this fight, I could care less
Right.
if he ever comes back or not.
Oh.
I hope
No,
they're not
I
true.
want him gone.
because what he did is fucking terrible.
I want him
But-
gone.
Yeah.
I mean,
But
let's whatever. Let's say let's say none of that should happen. He's the best guy in the world. In my opinion, his show still sucked, and then it catered to people, to fans like myself. So I want him gone because it can't get worse, in my
do
opinion.
you think that at Mania he knew? That's why he booked his last match, and he made sure that Stone Cold stunned him. Like,
I
do you
don't know,
think-
man.
There's
I don't
there's
either.
reports that he knew this was coming,
I did.
and he was just like living out how he would want to end it.
I mean-
he ended it getting Theory over, so he got their next John Cena, which you know how much he loved John Cena.
Sure.
Then he got fucking he
Maybe.
won his match, right?
Maybe.
He won, and then Stone Cold kicked his ass like they used to, and
I
he
mean,
it's kind of a full circle.
It was the
thing.
perfect ending. We got one more Austin McMahon moment, which you mentioned earlier. That was the moment. That feud is what captivated the business and made
Yep,
it what it is
did.
today.
Yep.
So maybe, I mean, if it wasn't, it's a very happy accident.
Yep.
But maybe
Bob
it
Ross,
was.
my
Maybe
Halloween
Who
costume.
knows?
I was Bob Ross last year. I'll be Bob Ross this year.
Who knows?
I know my Halloween costume this year, and I
So
can
do
tell
I.
you, it's
Right.
related to this conversation, though.
There,
Oh.
there was where I went out last year. I kept walking up to certain women that I found attractive and told them I was going to paint them from memory.
Nice.
And there's
That's
one
it.
certain lady. I got 3 of her phone numbers, and I'm hoping she's there at Halloween this year, so I can
Yeah,
get the
take a
other.
picture.
So I can get the other 7 of her phone number. So I got 3. I got the area code. I
Oh
think
my
513 is
gosh.
as far as I got.
Oh, so
but-
she's down south a little bit.
Yeah,
eh?
that's a Middletown area code.
That's fair,
That's
fair,
what
fair.
it's- yeah,
Maybe
she
you
down,
shouldn't
she
go
down in the
out
hood
for
and
that.
shit. It's fine.
Maybe
It's
you
fine.
shouldn't go out.
Anyway, back to Triple H. Yvonne, so this is big.
It is huge.
It's a big deal. It's
exciting.
something
You
that we
could
never thought
see
we'd
the
say.
changes on Raw. Like we talked before, Chuck said the Metallica bit. Like that's
Mhm.
that's Triple H.
Absolutely.
Triple
Like,
H, yep.
the Logan Paul Miz beating the fuck out of each other. That's a straight Triple H. NXT started off that way so many fucking
It did,
times
yeah,
when
it
he was
has.
there. I know you
Yeah.
hate Logan Paul. I'm just
Sure.
saying, like
I don't like him either.
the fuck, like that kind of shit's how he would start his show off. Like Ciampa and Gargano are
Yeah.
beating the fuck out of each
They
other.
did.
You know what makes you come to that? What the fuck happened?
Triple H
Yeah,
is
and
trying
it's
to break
like-
him
and
up. Yeah.
But then Theory gets his ass beat for the first hour by the whole roster, and it's
Poor
like,
guy.
I mean, that's perfect. How awesome is it to be him, though? He's literally just getting his ass kicked by all of the
Yeah,
big
like,
guys.
he's so, like-
He does, yeah.
That's so fun. Like, it's
I
cool.
think I counted he's feuding with like 9 people right now. Like
Dude's
and
busy.
Paul Heyman.
Dude's
Hey,
busy.
Paul Heyman.
It's like the Usos, Roman, Drew, Lashley, Madcap Moss, Paul Heyman,
And,
AJ
like-
Styles, like
So he has to, like,
Brock Lesnar. There's
he's
9.
physically taking beatings from
Wasn't he
everybody
feuding
else.
with McAfee at one point?
Oh, that's
Yeah,
over.
that's over.
That's
That's over, but he
WrestleMania.
was. Well,
Like,
So,
yeah,
like-
like he's feuded with over
With
15
everybody.
people since he's been back on the main roster.
He's physically getting his ass kicked every night by everybody,
By
and
everybody.
verbally getting his ass kicked by Paul Heyman. The dude just is getting hit from all directions.
yeah,
It's,
exactly. Somebody posted a
hell of a
picture on
time,
Twitter. It said Theory versus the Raw roster.
Hey,
It was
yeah,
funny.
Or
they
Cena
said
did
next
it.
week. They said they posted. It said
That
next
was
week
funny.
the Triple H charges in Theory versus entire Raw roster. I was like,
with
oh,
his
shit.
briefcase as his tag team partner.
Yeah. Roman said, "You don't even know how to use that, kid."
Yeah.
Oh, dude, and
Your daddy ain't here no more.
That is a
Yeah.
is something Vince would not been allowed.
Paul
That is
Heyman.
a Triple H.
Paul Heyman
thing.
was the first
Yep.
one to do it because it
Yep.
made sense. Like his microphone didn't work, and that was legit
And
because
he said,
it cut out with when Roman Reigns was talking. It cut
Yeah.
out, and then Heyman took the same mic, and it cut out. And he, off the top of his head, brought up the fact that Vince is fired.
he said, "You'll be the
retired.
next one out the door."
Yeah.
That's like,
It's like
oh shit.
He's like,
And
who
then he
put your
said,
name down? You're
"Theory."
gonna be the one
He
next
said,
one going.
"Theory, you need to accept what's going on around here, man. Like, Daddy's not here
Daddy's not-
anymore."
and the
And they
fans-
started saying,
Who's your daddy?
Daddy.
And it's like, this is fucking.
And I think Reigns' might have been scripted, but Heyman's definitely wasn't.
No.
Because it
I
was a
don't-
product of the
I
mindset.
love
I
it.
think,
It's so
I think
funny.
shit Roman says is a product of Paul's mind.
Could be.
I
Like
think
with
so.
Vince gone, especially, like that's Paul. I think they're
Sure.
just like, Paul, take Roman. What have you been doing with him is gold. So like at least
Paul Heyman's
promo
gold.
wise,
Yeah.
it's promo wise, rant.
We're all very excited tonight.
Sucker and
guys.
succotash, fucking shit. Like he went from sucker and succotash to like his promos are 1,000 times better than they used to
Yeah.
be.
I mean,
But they were terrible. I mean, they were awful.
Yeah.
Remember, I will never forget sucker and succotash. Ever. That's what he fucking said to John Cena. John Cena's like, this is why I have to keep coming back. 'cause
that's
you can't
totally
take my
Vince.
spot.
That's a Vince
Like,
McMahon line.
Yeah.
I mean, I know you guys are going to say, talk shit, but I think Dean Ambrose, John Moxley, when he was the one to really make it apparent that Vince McMahon had the dumbest promo ideas. And JR too. JR talked about it. Like Vince McMahon had these juvenile phrases that he thought was funny. It including even like the back room, like food fights. That's all Vince. Vince thought this juvenile shit was really funny, including succotash, where the fuck it is. But Triple H won't think that way.
Nope.
Paul Heyman won't think that way because they're adults and they're men. And I'm really excited to,
Yeah.
it won't be the Attitude Era because we're past that era. It's 2022. But with these great minds that are actually in charge and head of, not
Yeah.
getting run by, but ahead of,
Yep.
we'll get some fucking men talk
One
back.
thing I want to talk about real quick is what about we'll get into this game I created later called Time to Play the Game.
I'm excited
I'll
about
explain
that.
that here in a little bit when we play that. But like the free agents that are out there now.
Yep.
Like let's talk about this Seth news a little bit. Like they
Yeah, breaking
Riddle's
news of that.
injured
Yeah,
storyline
today.
wise
Yep.
after getting stomped.
I mean,
Which
he's
the
injured.
stomp was pretty fucking brutal.
WWE bump.
But he was obviously injured before that, right? That's
No.
why Rollins came out in this randomly tag
storyline.
team.
It's storyline.
It's-
Oh, he's not really hurt?
No,
Oh, fuck.
that's all storyline.
I figured he was hurt.
They're
I thought
already
it was,
saying
yeah.
that they're going to fight the Clash of the Thing in UK, and then that Triple H wanted to. The reports are Triple H wanted to do a creative surprise at SummerSlam to kind of be like, "I'm here. This
All
is like my show now."
Sure.
But he wanted it to only do it if it made sense. So
Sure.
what he did was Seth. He probably looked at the Seth and Cody thing and was like, "Holy shit, that was that." WrestleMania of last year might be. It's a top 3 Mania for me. It
Oh,
might
it
be
was
the
really
best
good.
It
one.
was really
Because
good.
the Cody thing, the Stone Cold thing, the
Yeah.
matches were really good.
That's good.
It was real good.
Like I really didn't have much complaints
I didn't
outside
either.
of a few little things.
Sure.
But
That's every show.
now if Seth comes out like, "Yeah, I'm sorry, nobody wants to fight me," then the lights go out. He's here.
Oh,
Boom.
My
Lights
pants-
go out. The fans would go insane. Or if you hear Johnny Gargano's music hit,
Yep.
the fans are going to lose their shit.
They're gonna-
Gargano is a fucking Triple H guy.
He is.
Or
yep.
like all these NXT
is
guys.
he a free agent?
He's been a free agent.
He has
Hasn't
been.
He had a
Yep.
kid and he's been spending
He's
time
gone.
with his kid.
Gotcha.
So like he's been rumored to AEW like 1,000
Yeah,
times.
and he
He's
ain't
trending
going
number
there.
3 on Twitter right now.
He is.
Since
yeah.
Seth Rollins
He-
announced that he ain't got an opponent, Gargano's been trending.
I see
and
that.
that's like a dream match that people have had when
Kinda
Johnny
like Cody.
Gargano
Yeah.
was hot shit. Then you got Ciampa on the main roster.
Yep.
DIY was one of the best tag teams down
Yep.
there. I mean, all Triple H, there's so many of Triple H's pieces from NXT still in place.
Mhm.
Plus, he signed most of the ones they have down there now.
Do you know I'm excited? I know I'm jumping the gun a little bit from what we're going to talk about later, but what I'm most excited about, and hopefully it's sooner rather than later, is someone like Seth is out there running his mouth and all of a sudden, shock the system.
Yeah, well, he's under contract till 2027.
Yeah.
Tony Khan's
Is
got
he,
him
though?
hostage.
He
Tony Khan had a fucking freak out on Busted Open today. He's like, "Well, I think how he fucking everybody's gonna leave because the new administration's so much better than the old one. But I got Malachi Black under contract till 2027. I got Adam Cole till 2027. So I think it's cute. These wrestling writers are pushing this narrative
He's
Yeah.
just
as he
jealous.
snorts more fucking cocaine.
That was
like,
perfect.
I'm fucking done.
Real quick, hold on. Let's not get this.
No, we're not going
No.
there yet.
That was dead on, though. I was going to say that.
Like, yeah.
That was dead on. I love that.
Daddy, I need a
I
line.
can't wait to watch this back.
Where's my stroll?
His fucking voice is perfect.
Like I'm fucking like, oh, Dad, Triple H is beating me. Now Triple H has an equal platform.
Triple H
But
is
look-
better than me.
But contracts are paper, and at the end of the day, they can be broken if you
Look
pay
at
enough
MJF.
money.
Yeah, we haven't seen him
He's
since.
Then where is he?
I think that's storyline. I really do.
Where the fuck is he?
I know.
I get. Look, if it's storyline, that's
long-term
fantastic. Look,
storytelling.
That's fantastic. But I am not taking my biggest star, who probably really wants to fucking leave, especially now.
Now
Yeah.
maybe.
You know, the rumor main event for WrestleMania 40 is already Cody versus MJF.
I hope so. I so hope so.
And that's a
no,
big fuck you to Tony
38
Khan.
or 40.
40.
40.
Oh, because he's
Contract.
2020. Yeah, it makes
And
sense.
they said it's Cody versus him or
I
The
hope
Miz
so.
versus
I
MJF.
hope
And I'm
so.
down for both.
I
Because the
am
Miz
too.
and MJF storyline has to happen.
Dude,
And
that
they-
was already
and
being
they need
talked
to,
about,
Nope, they need
yeah.
to stand in the fucking ring. It's like the
Mhm.
Spider-Man meme. And they just point at each other because they are literally the same fucking
They
person.
literally are, yeah.
Which ain't a bad thing because Miz
Yeah.
is fucking great.
He's awesome.
Well, I mean, there's a few in AEW I liked. I mean, I still don't hate it.
I fucking hate
I don't have
it.
There's
TBS,
some that
so
I
it is what
like,
it
I
is.
too.
fucking hate it.
But MJF is great.
Yep.
You know, I actually did not like Cody in AEW, but I liked him
I
now
didn't
in
either. I did
WWE.
too.
You know, it's just crazy how people can change.
Yeah, he sure did.
Quit texting me, you fucking idiots. Comment like I'm busy.
Who's texting you?
People like, hey, are you live? It's like, no shit. Like, get on fucking Facebook.
Come on, guys. We need better viewers
At-
than this.
like, we-
Fucking unbelievable.
We get the AEW crowd in here tonight. Like, are you getting ready for Fighter Fest? It's fucking day 17.
Cruzy will pop up now.
Kino
No, he's-
Asashi
he's
versus
fishing with his.
he's fishing.
versus Dakota.
He's out.
Oh
Yeah.
wait, hold on.
No Cruzy.
John Moxley's gonna fight fucking Rush, the interim title. Like, I'm fucking like, get the fuck over it. Like,
Well,
Kenny
yeah, no
Omega's gonna
Cruzy, so
plug
you're
his
done.
fucking blow up
Yeah.
doll.
Dude, what the fuck is
I'm
that?
done.
That interim title
Done.
makes no sense.
Oh,
That's so
Sammy
dumb.
Guevara's right nut fell off because Ty Conti's a dirty little slut. We need an interim
Yeah.
TNT title. Like,
It's-
stop
it's
it.
Is he still a good guy?
I don't know what he
I don't
is.
know what
anymore.
he is. How
the
They
fuck
just
is he a good
added
guy?
him to the show tonight.
They
I
did
mean, it's a
get
pretty
him
solid card.
I think it
gotta
looks
hate on it.
a good
The
card.
card's pretty solid.
Christian's great.
The owner's a
in
fucking
AEW.
idiot.
I've been YouTubing Christian every week.
Hold on. I gotta address that. So
Uh-oh.
you split up the fucking Jurassic Park, okay, for 2 weeks, and then Jungle Boy
Just for
comes
2
down,
weeks.
and then
The
Jungle Boy
Jurassic
comes
Park
down, and
movie.
Luchasaurus
Yeah.
fucking turns on him
I
already.
thought the same thing.
Like-
I did. Yeah. That's
Tony,
what the fuck is that?
like, I mean, cocaine's
That's
not
Vince-
that
that's
expensive. I
Vince
grew up in
McMahon.
Middletown. Like,
That's Vince writing right there.
what the
Jurassic
like
Park.
that's like
They're
let's
called
just
the
fucking Jurassic Park. Oh,
They're-
like first off, I said this in episode of RSH, like episode like 32. A dude named Jungle Boy is never going to be a legitimate world champion.
Not a man either.
Hell,
No.
CM Punk to me is not even a legitimate world champion.
That is retarded. Or oh shit, I shouldn't have said that.
Ah, Wrestle Buddy has dropped RSH already.
That is a very ignorant statement.
That is not.
Irrelevant.
How's he doing? When's his last match?
Oh, CM Punk's great.
CM Punk's trash.
He had
No,
Hangman.
no.
Garbage.
Hangman.
And you see that picture with him sitting next to Britt Baker on the couch where he has that fucking 12, like that dead stare, like I could be in WrestleMania for a real company right now. Instead, I'm too busy trying to help Tony Khan get cocaine and I'm straight edge. No.
I mean, it is what it is.
His run in
He's
AEW has been a
injured.
fucking joke since it started.
That
Their ratings have went down. They're making less
He hasn't
money.
been bad.
And his all
It's-
he's doing,
that's arguable.
nobody cares that CM
But I
Punk
could argue it.
fought, what's his name? Fucking Andy Garcia or whatever the fuck the guy they fucking
don't
push.
know. I don't watch
Oh,
it weekly.
how many more stables are they gonna make for fucking Chris Jericho to lead? Like he's running out. Like is he gonna lead the fucking Divas fucking stable next? Like me, Jay Cargill, Britt Baker, we're the
He's-
fucking dentist of society.
He's the pain maker, damn it.
Like, oh, now he's the.
Yeah.
I'm 7-0 as the pain
This
maker.
is gonna kill
Like,
Josh. He's the
fucking
wizard.
stop. He's a fucking wizard.
The pain maker's just fucking silly.
He's a wizard.
I think CM Punk's awesome, but that's neither here nor there.
He's trash.
No,
You need
no,
to do
he's
drugs.
not.
Inner
Do
circle.
drugs, please.
Chris Jericho Appreciation Society.
Like he's been in
That's his
fucking
new
like
one.
the fucking he wasn't in the Dark Order, was he? Or a fucking
No.
that's the
I don't think so.
Cowboy. And the real cowboys on SmackDown is
Adam
Brock
Page is
Lesnar.
never.
Oh,
in the
don't
Dark
go that
Order.
far. Don't mention his
You want some
name.
real cowboy shit? It's Brock Lesnar, bitch.
Well,
But-
Brock Lesnar wishes.
He was in what? The Inner Circle, the Outer Circle, the Circle Jerk Circle, the Jericho Appreciation Society.
Circle.
Then he pissed off. Then he like the fucking Santana and Ortiz, which was one of their better tag teams at the beginning. Like
They're-
one's so
they're
mad
with
he's not
Regal
even on
now.
screen. He's
They're
gonna
with
leave.
Regal.
They fired half the Dark Order because
They
you
did.
know.
Well, one died.
Yeah.
Well, yeah. I mean, Brody
Yeah.
died, but like the Dark Order was still a thing.
Anna Jay.
I mean, his
left him.
4-year-old
Yeah.
son's
Yeah.
leading it, so
The-
that's cool,
The
right?
Dark Order was.
I mean, it's a
doomed
cool
from day
thing
one.
they're doing
It was
for
doomed
it,
from day one.
But like
was.
that ain't a long-term thing you can milk forever.
Nah.
Like it's cool that he did. I'm not bashing it. Like I
He
get
got
it.
a lot of them over.
But-
He did. Yeah.
I don't know.
But
Back to Triple H. I'm pretty fucking pumped for it. And
Dude, I am too.
after this
too.
game we play later, so I'm not going to address like a lot of specific people right now because it's part of the fucking game.
Sure.
So
our debut.
yeah,
Right?
Vince is gone.
Yep.
back to like our top story this week. Vince McMahon is gone.
Yep.
Stephanie McMahon and Nick Khan, the real fucking Khan, Khan to the motherfucking NNN. It made no sense.
It's
no
spelled
sense at all.
differently?
No sense. I made 0 sense. I apologize. I got carried away. Didn't know where
We're
it was
just
going.
excited.
It happens.
Co-CEOs and Triple H is now head of creative. They report to him. All final decisions will go through him.
Good.
Bruce Pritchard was head of creative for about 45 minutes, and then they made Triple
Today
H.
he's going
They're like, fuck Bruce
Best
Pritchard.
decision they could
And
do.
Laurinaitis is out. And there's a
Finally.
certain other person that's worked backstage for a long time we're not going to talk about yet because he might be a part of the game.
Oh, boy.
That also might be out, but he has beaver fucking buck teeth and nobody likes him. So we'll talk about him maybe later.
I'm interested
He's been in
that
WWE
is.
for 25 years. He's probably out.
Is his name Paul Heyman?
No. Paul Heyman
Now that's
doesn't have
gonna
buck
bother
teeth.
because we
Paul
didn't-
Heyman's
I
not
know.
going anywhere. You'll know.
I feel like Paul Heyman's like a
look,
beaver a little bit.
Do not. You stay on the comment page. I don't want you to see anything.
All right.
When you see the guy,
I watch it.
when you see the
I can't
guy,
read that anyway.
when you see the guy,
I have no glasses.
you'll be like, oh, that motherfucker.
I'm trying to think of buck teeth people.
Yeah, he's
Yeah,
a
I wonder-
producer.
wonder
He's
who-
worked backstage for a long fucking time. He's the one that shoots 85 different camera angles at one time where I have a fucking
Oh.
seizure.
I know what you're talking
Yeah.
about. I know
I
what you're
think
talking
I
about.
know
Yeah.
who
What's
he's
his
talking
name?
about, too.
Kevin Dunn.
That's right, Kevin Dunn.
Oh yeah.
And
knew
like
that.
he's been under the, he's been getting heat too. He said the Bellas weren't pretty enough. He said Becky Lynch wasn't high enough to be a real star. He said he didn't understand
Wow.
the Iconics because they weren't that attractive.
I say get
So-
rid of all of the Vince people.
First
honestly.
off,
that's-
he sounds sexist.
I
He
think
is sexist.
Pritchard's okay.
He sounds
I think
gross.
Pritchard's
Sure.
okay.
Sure.
But Dunn's a Vince guy.
Out.
out.
Laurinaitis was a Vince guy.
He's already
gone.
gone because
and
of
Vince was a Vince guy.
Yep.
And like that's it.
They're just ready for
And then,
new people.
Well, luckily, I mean, a lot of people are
Vince
already
was a
gone.
Vince guy. No shit. But yeah.
Oh,
like,
crap.
Like I know, like the Briscoes, they were around, but I think they're already gone and
like,
they're dead.
look at all these people that are gone. There's already reports like top free agent says is willing to talk to WWE. Very excited about the possibility of coming back. Like you're going to get a couple of them.
That was Adam Cole. Dude, did you? I don't know if you
I mean,
guys.
you're going to get a couple of these. Do you think Adam Cole? Do you think Adam Cole, Keith Lee, fucking Swerve Scott, Bobby Fish, Kyle O'Reilly, and all them people go to AEW if Triple H if this move's made like 6 months ago?
Sure.
Because I think they all stay in WWE.
I think
No,
they would-
for
I
sure.
Triple
think
H doesn't
they
want to
would've
put Adam
stayed.
Cole on the main roster, shave his head, make him Keith Lee's manager.
No.
Adam Cole
Absolutely
wasn't
not.
going anywhere from Vince McMahon. That
No,
was it.
because
No,
fucking
absolutely.
No.
Triple H booked him as Adam Cole might be the greatest NXT superstar of all time.
Now you made fun of Adam Cole on the show when he went to AEW.
Because
He has.
it's a stupid move for his career. And how's
He-
it went for him?
you called him small,
He is small.
And he said stuff about Keith Lee
but
too.
you said his size didn't matter before.
Oh, it does matter. He's smaller than the Miz's little balls.
Yeah,
That's
that
not
whole
the
segment
point.
was rough, man. But anyway,
yeah, that was.
we're on the same page. That was the only segment of Raw this week I did not like was the Miz and Maurice. Like, why was and like Logan Paul kept saying balls over and
Logan
over
Paul's
again.
just-
Yeah, look,
Disgusting.
Logan Paul's going to take a little bit of time.
His
but, like,
impulsive show. He is impulsive. Really, Logan Paul.
It's like,
really.
jokes are good
Look,
once. You
look,
can't say the same joke over and over again.
Both of you.
He smiles
I
and
seen
it's
her.
gross.
Look, I seen her reaction. But as soon as they gave him the AJ Styles rub backstage,
I was ticked.
I was like, "Oh my God,
Wait
Chuck's
till
losing
Chuck.
his fucking mind."
I
right now."
did, believe me. I
Did you
did.
see
lose
it?
They may have cut it on Hulu. I don't know what you're talking about.
So
It
Logan
was
Paul
gross.
is backstage, standing there about to go do his show, and AJ Styles walks up to him.
Oh, I
He's
didn't
like-
see that.
He's like, "Hey
he didn't
man,
want to.
I don't like you, but I don't know you either." He's like, "I
Good.
respect that you're going to do this, whatever."
AJ has
If you-
4 kids.
He's like, "If you need me,
God no.
if you need anything from me, you let me know. But you want to kick the
Gross.
Miz's ass, and I hate the Miz more than I hate you, and that's cool." Shook his hand and walked away. So he got the
no.
AJ Styles rub. She goes, "Oh my God, here we go." And I was like, AJ Styles, Logan Paul,
No,
tag team
no,
champions.
no.
And I was like, I can't wait to see.
No.
Because I imagine you seeing that being like,
I didn't
fuck,
see it.
hate
What did
my-
I tell
hate
you
my
last
life.
It was
night?
cut off on Hulu.
Stay
Yeah,
away from
well,
Styles.
Yeah,
Stay
that
away
happened.
from Orton.
He gave him like the Undertaker, see you, son, the John Cena kind of rub back there.
My take is Triple H was like, "Hey, you're making money, go do that." And AJ's like, "I got 4 kids to support. I'm gonna go ahead and do
The
that."
best thing about Miz and Maurice, they interrupted his stupid debut of the show. That was the best part. The show was interrupted.
He just kept saying balls over and over
He's
again. It's
he
like, it's not
steals
funny.
other people's material. That's what he does.
Well, I mean, they've been running with that bullshit.
Could be
I know, and it's
Awesome,
not
Logan.
funny. You can't. A funny joke isn't funny if you keep saying it
AJ
over and
Styles
over again.
started it. Leave it to Styles.
It was
Quit
funny.
copying
It was funny the first night. Second night, it's funny
You got a t-shirt.
because of the first night.
Because AJ Styles made it relevant. Logan Paul, you didn't.
That's Vince McMahon. That's Vince McMahon's juvenile fucking humor, is what it is. But
That-
anyway,
He's
All
just
right.
gross.
reports are Riddle's injury is not a real one. It's kayfabe.
I didn't know that. I thought it was.
I didn't either. I thought
There's plans to do the match down the line, and that change was made due to creative adjustments.
Hey, that's the game, man. Whatever. As of right now, that's cool. I'll trust Triple H for the
They are
time being.
supposed to fight at Clash at the Castle in September, but those plans aren't final due to the fact that creative, so some plans might have changed.
Yep.
SummerSlam will be a huge turning point for WWE and the direction
Oh,
that
yeah.
Hunter wants them to go, as he kind of has a clean slate to do what he wants right now.
Absolutely.
And I did hear that this past Raw was even written by Vince. It was written last Wednesday or so.
Yeah, it had a lot of
With
Vince
some
shit still
twerks.
in it, but
Right.
Triple H came in and was
Twerked
like,
it.
moved it around a little bit.
But so SmackDown and SummerSlam will be the first real Triple H regime.
I think SummerSlam. Oh, and I guess
Twerked it. I said twerked. I mean, tweaked it.
I was going to bring this up when
That's
we did
what
our
I'm twerking.
predictions, but I guess I can bring this up now. This did break last week. SummerSlam will be the first TV 14
Oh, yeah. Yep. TV14.
production of WWE.
Yep.
Very excited
And
about
then
that.
Raw, the follow July 18th, and then SmackDown is TBD.
July 18th is already passed.
Oh fuck!
You're way behind.
a month, August 18th.
Oh, okay. So the TV, so SummerSlam would be 14, but
And
then
TVs should
TV will
slowly
still-
follow.
I gotcha.
SmackDown.
So
Yep.
Raw.
What fucking website did I read? It was July 18th.
What the heck?
So, but this is, I'm just trying to make sure I'm clarifying because my audience is I don't read this shit. So SummerSlam will be 14.
SummerSlam, if you go on Peacock
Right.
and you click on
That'll be 14. But,
SummerSlam, it says rated TV 14.
but the following Raw will still be PG until
Hold on, I
later
can't
in
read it
August. I'm just trying to clarify.
still. I need to clarify. All right, blah 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 blah.
I'm genuinely
All right,
curious.
they don't have it finalized yet.
But later, August probably.
There was a false story that stated it would be July 18th. They're
God,
considering a
I
change.
remember that. That was like
Yeah.
last week. I
All right,
remember
well,
that.
dude, I don't know if fucking and JR WWE going to TV 14 is going to help us. You fucking old. Okay, whatever. Anyway,
He also is
JR,
not
this is
old.
why you're on Rampage, which nobody watches.
Hey, the guy has like 4 strokes.
I watch AEW
Send me
Rampage.
stroke to the make
Not
you
on
check-
time.
Stop.
JR's awesome. JR's a legend. I love JR.
You know,
He's had health issues.
fucking Mickey
Give-
Mantle
give
was a
him
legend
respect.
too, but like when he's
Oh, it's time to retire. Don't get me
like,
wrong.
he's been past that time.
Nothing's wrong with Jake.
Anyway,
He's a good guy.
Triple H is in.
Yep.
Happy birthday, Triple H.
Yep,
happy
happy
birthday,
birthday,
Dolph
yep.
Ziggler.
Oh, they share a birthday? That's
That's
cool.
today's Ziggler's birthday.
Oh, nice.
Happy late birthday to Finn Balor, who got so mad about it he screamed it was his birthday at Rey
Happy
Mysterio as he
birthday,
dragged
Finn
him out in the
Balor,
hallway
late.
Monday on Raw,
That was the
which
best.
is great.
He had to enjoy
We
that.
might talk about Finn Balor later in the game.
I like
Oh,
it.
yep.
In the game.
That is
In
a
the
Triple
game.
H
Dude,
guy.
that was so fun. I watched Raw
Yeah,
today, and I thought it was hilarious how they just took him and just dragged his ass down the hall.
He did.
That was the funniest thing. Isn't it?
I like how Rhea Ripley just like walked up and kicked him in the shoulder and like walked away. It's like, hey, she's
Wearing-
wearing an I'm Your
Wearing
Poppy
on your
shirt.
poppy
She
shirt.
did,
Like-
yeah.
You know, we were talking before we went on the air, like, this is how you get heat.
That's how you do it.
Like, Judgment Day had lost those edges. I mean, it's inevitable that Edge is going to show up at SummerSlam,
Yep,
now, right?
yeah,
So,
just
like,
make it, yep.
that's when Edge is going to return.
Yep.
Which I'm kind of glad now because it makes SummerSlam a little more exciting because
Oh,
they wouldn't
yeah.
have wasted it on just
like
a
what's
Monday
going to
Night Raw.
happen now?
Oh, yeah.
Yep.
It was like, but Rhea Ripley, like, the heat, that's Triple H. Like,
Triple H.
this is shit that Triple H done. 3 segments. Like, Judgment Day was all over Raw.
They
Yeah, they
were.
were.
Like, they come out after his speech and interrupt that.
They had their
the crowd
match.
booed. And, dude, I'm not a big, I respect Rey Mysterio.
I do too.
I was
Sure.
never the biggest Rey Mysterio
Same
fan.
I've
as
never been
But
either.
I understand what he's done for the business, and he
Sure.
is a legend. He's probably the greatest
Absolutely.
Mexican wrestler of all time.
Legend of.
I don't even think it's an argument. Anybody's
No.
close right now.
No.
Yep.
But
He's a
his
legend.
speech was cool.
It was good.
I
Like, it was
loved
a
it.
cool speech.
Dude,
he got
I
to
got-
share it with his son. I'm glad his son did not turn on.
That
I'm
was
glad-
cool.
I'm glad he didn't.
And
either.
the fucking Los Mysterios, like mob NWO
That's-
looking
that's
shirt
really
was
cool,
pretty
man.
fucking.
That
Cool.
is a
I
cool
won't
shirt.
wear it because I'm not a big Mysterio fan, but I can admit it was cool. It was
No,
a cool moment.
As
His family was
him.
there. You had
Right.
Rhea Ripley versus Buddy Murphy's ex-girlfriend face to face backstage.
That was so.
Buddy
weird.
Murphy said he tweeted. He said, "You guys can fight for my custody in a ladder match."
"Oh my god!"
Like it was fucking. It was a really good show.
It
It was really
I
cool.
did. We watched it. Me and her normally start Raw about a half hour after
Yeah.
it goes live because I hate.
Sure.
I'm
Commercial
so
suck.
spoiled. I hate commercials.
I do too.
But it's like we watched the whole first segment. Let's skip the commercial. Like we literally didn't catch up to like 2 hours in because we just watched all of it.
Mhm.
I didn't fast
There wasn't
forward
a lot of
anything.
shit that was words.
Yeah.
The Bianca Becky shit was fucking cool. Like Alexa says she's about to go back to her
Your
old
guys'
gimmick.
girl's about
and like
to come
she's
back
about to
in
come
it.
back.
That was
She's like,
not on Hulu.
because she said Lily doesn't need me and I don't need her anymore.
Fuck yeah.
So she's like,
She said Lily's.
all I
too
know is
independent.
after SummerSlam,
Yep.
if it's Bianca or Becky, I'm taking my division back over, and that's all I have to say.
I'm
And so
excited.
what
Lily
that
thing-
means, Triple H understands the fact that it doesn't matter if that doll sells or not. she'll still sell
She
after
alluded
the
to
doll
that.
is gone.
She said, "I make my own money, and Lily doesn't need me because she makes her own money."
She's
Go to
an
WWE.
independent
She said, "Go to WWE shop and try to buy one because they're
That's what-
still fucking
She
selling."
said
That's what
Lily's
it's all about.
independent.
You
She
know,
don't
little
need me.
kids like Yvonne,
I'm
you
not a
need a
little
doll
kid.
still.
I mean, but I think Triple H might get it. I don't know the guy in real life, but like that.
Yeah.
Vince was like, we have to get the doll, even though it doesn't make any sense
Triple H knows merchandise.
because of merchandise.
Triple H has always said the most badass.
But Triple H
merchandise.
understands the
did.
fact that she'll still sell merchandise without that fucking doll.
Yep.
If you do the storylines correctly, it doesn't matter if it sells because the next shit will sell as well. And that's what you should do because you're going to sell all of it. So now you need the same people who bought that already to buy more stuff.
It's
so
so
you
cool.
move the fuck on.
It's so cool to go to WWEshop.com and see that Liv is like featured.
Real quick though, before we move on to the next part, I do want to say my favorite part, probably of Raw. Actually, I think it was Finn Balor who tried to do the Eddie Guerrero thing, where he took the chair and then fucking fell down on the ground, and then Ray got the better of it and did it next. Oh, I got goosebumps when I saw that because I remember watching that shit back in high school. It's like, oh, that was so cool. Just to see that one more time, to see the. I'm not sure if it's actually even called anything, but just the fake out with the chair, making the referee think you hit
That's
him.
funny.
That was so cool.
They released a Rey Mysterio championship belt for $500.
Oh, God. Of course they did.
Holy cow, that's a lot of money for a red
That is
belt
a lot.
of Rey
It's a
Mysterio.
20-year anniversary. Oh, and Brock Lesnar has a Funko Pop. now.
Ew, gosh,
Yeah.
gross. Please take
God
it
damn,
off.
that Alexa Bliss doll scares me. Look at that shit.
Ew. $22.
I'd have sex with it.
Josh-
Anyway,
I was about to
so
We're gonna get Josh the Rock one. You
No,
like
no,
that
no.
one?
so what's next on our list?
I don't know.
You don't.
Let me just read this tweet from the other day. Thanks to you, wrestling fans, and your great support of AEW.
Oh shit, here we
I'm
go.
grateful
Here we go.
to now be the longest tenured CEO in professional wrestling. Thank you very much to every single person who watches AEW on TV. See you Friday night on Rampage on at TNT drama 10/9 Central, 10 Pacific.
Before you go off,
Nah,
listen.
you guys go ahead.
real quick, before you go
I,
off,
I don't even have anything to say about this.
AEW it only took 3 years to get rid of Vince McMahon. That's all it took. AEW came around, and 3 years later, Vince is gone. AEW beat Vince McMahon. That's all it took, 3 years.
Yeah.
Fucking
Nah,
guy's
I know what
gone.
the fuck you were saying
Josh,
AEW.
Josh's rant, weekly rant.
That's all it took, dude. They showed up, they got Chris Jericho and a few others, and then they made Vince McMahon and his whole fucking team retire whilst under investigation. It only took them 3 years. TNA, they were around forever. Couldn't do shit. But also, speaking of TNA, Jeff Jarrett's back now all
I
of a
know,
sudden. So
really.
TNA won too.
Somebody said that. I thought you said TNA won.
Special guest referee
So
for the same match we've seen, but with a special guest referee. Oh boy.
Okay.
Here we go.
RSH is brought to you by Summerslam, which I will fucking retain my title after Chuck's fucking ridiculous comment.
My
Look
cool
at his
poster
stupid
created
little-
by
look at
yours
his-
truly.
I felt bad posting this goddamn thing on the RSH page today, and I put it as the headliner, and then I was like, oh look, Chuck's face gets cut off because the big circle with the profile pictures in there. I'm glad your face.
I see my face.
Not
Put
yet, but
Chuck in the
on our
center.
Facebook page, it's cut off, and I hope it
fair
stays
enough.
that way. Continue to put him in the middle. It's asinine bullshit.
And this is better than the
who was
original
fucking
SummerSlam
comments has-
poster.
If this is Cruzy, I'm done.
No, he's not.
No, he's gone.
Chuck
Oh,
said he's gone.
Seabass. Jeff doing.
What's up,
Oh yeah,
Seabass?
they are. They're fighting July 31st. It's Jarrett and Jay Lethal against Rick and Andrade.
That's not SummerSlam though. That's a different.
That's like I think it's a
show.
weekend after.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
a different show.
Seabass, thanks for tuning in.
Yeah,
All right.
love the band, man. It's great.
So I need you to repeat what you just said.
Oh, AEW completely won the war, dude. AEW formed,
Tony Khan.
and
Tony Khan took Vince McMahon.
it took Tony Khan
out
less than
of wrestling.
a high school diploma length to get rid of Vince and be done with it.
This fucking guy.
3 years. That guy with the mop head and the cocaine addict.
He looks like a fucking
Q-tip.
generic Chucky doll.
Turns out he's a genetic jackhammer because he got rid of Vince McMahon in 3 lonely years. Well,
I photoshopped this to make him happy. This is a Make-A-Wish. Do you see the background?
you did finish.
That's not what he's thinking of.
He's always dreamed of.
Died in your arms tonight.
Yeah,
I'm done.
I fucking
Luckily,
this guy. AEW Dynamite next week, Wednesday.
3 years.
What the fuck is it?
Vince
Next
is
week
gone.
on Dynamite. Next week on Dynamite.
Vince is gone after
Look
3
at him.
years.
His massive amounts of cocaine.
That's snow.
No wonder he's
They call it snow, so the cops don't fucking.
No
find
wonder
out.
he's insanely
All
cheerful.
right, Tony Khan, I'm fucking.
Here we go.
That's what pissed me off. I asked him to get me going. This is
It don't take long.
Tony Khan, you curly haired fuck. All right. You book your show like I used to book my action figures when I was a little kid. You have zero knowledge of how to run a fucking show. You overpay all these fuck you, Chris Jericho. I'm over you too.
He's a wizard.
Go suck here. You can go suck Harry Potter's dick.
He's a
fucking
wizard.
Look,
Painmaker.
I had to write some shit down. Tony Khan has booked the worst women's division I've ever fucking seen in my life. He's wasted CM Punk's return, a fucking 10-year return with no payoff whatsoever. Now he has 13 interim fucking belts.
That's true.
Let's debut fucking new wrestler. New
true.
wrestler. Snort a line of coke. Main event Dynamite. Lose to Kenny Omega. Go to AEW Dark. Wash, rinse, repeat. He books the stupidest fucking. Your goddamn ring didn't even explode. You just had a dude lay on another guy.
That was once.
That was stupid.
They've only done it once. I mean, I put you curly haired fuck again. Your shit talking has been annoying for a fucking long time. Look at this fucking guy. Like, I'm fucking done.
I don't want nightmares about this
Look
guy.
at him. Look at his fucked up face. Look at it. In his fucking
Can you
Louis
imagine
Vuitton
that
shirt.
being on a poster?
Look at this. Can you imagine?
That's his bedroom face right there.
He wakes up.
Any woman that's
you're
with
a
him,
woman, and you wake up.
stupid.
You're like, you love cocaine, right? It's fine. It's a great drug. It's just fucking.
His hair looks like a
snort it up.
Q-tip.
Look,
It really does. Like a
give me
messed up
give me a
Q-tip.
straw and I'll join him. But look,
The
this
haircut-
guy wakes up next to you. Okay,
The haircut's rough.
look at this.
I hope
Alright.
no woman wakes up with him. I hope not.
You know it's not a woman.
Yeah, God. Yep, we know that.
It's going to be a
Alright.
stuffed bear.
We know that's true.
All right, look, I'm gonna have to take this guy off here so I can like.
Concentrate.
on-
I
your
hate,
thoughts.
I hate looking into the camera because I see myself, so I'm not even gonna look at myself. Where the fuck's the camera?
You can't see him.
All right, look, I gotta.
We have one camera.
I gotta fucking
That's
speak.
really
No, there's
good.
cameras everywhere. Without Vince McMahon, your little pissant company wouldn't even exist because without Vince McMahon, wrestling would probably be dead to a point to where Impact's probably the only thing that would exist, which is hard to tell because it's the fucking 90s. Or WCW might have flourished, and then Eric Bischoff would have kicked your ass because you're a little bitch, and that's what he would have done. Like, that's why you were running from him now. Like, Eric Bischoff legit calls you out
Eric
every
Bischoff
fucking
sucks.
week, and you just invite you to. He has like 5 pods, and he's fucking run away. Like, watch Dynamite. We're fucking flourishing. Our ratings are down 13%. Watch Rampage. 18 people watched it. I think we had more viewers on RSH last week than you guys had on Rampage on Friday.
That's
Oh,
always
Daniel
true.
Bryan's coming back. Oh, great. Now you hit 500K. Like, let's get Daniel Bryan to an early fucking grave.
We
so
have better
he can
time slots.
So Dante Martin
Right,
can have
exactly.
a 30-minute classic match. Or let's book him against Kenny and have a 60-minute fucking draw. Right?
Exactly.
Because that's what the fucking people want, Tony, right? You stupid hero. All right.
You say fuck. It's cool.
I am. I'm trying to figure out where the fuck I'm at. You're a spoiled, stupid, misled, ego-driven, spoiled little bitch who's always got what he's wanted because he's a daddy's boy and you never had to work for anything in your life. You run your company like your dad runs his football team.
Yeah, you got
That's
that
a
right.
fucking joke. And our soccer team's great. Nobody cares.
Yeah.
If I want to take my shirt off and run around in a fucking field and I'm an athlete, then I'm a fucking 5-star athlete because I can do that all day. You're a fucking joke. Your mom should have swallowed.
Oh, shit.
You're done. Like, you're shit. Keep Vince. Whatever Vince McMahon did, that's one thing. You couldn't hold Vince McMahon's dick with 2 hands. You couldn't clean his fucking shoes. You're nothing close to being Vince McMahon, and you're not even the longest fucking tenured CEO. Billy Corgan is still alive, right? Like NWA, the forbidden.
Smashing Pumpkins.
You
lead
know
singer.
why your door's forbidden, Tony? Because no fucking woman wants to go through it.
Exactly. And I can speak
That's
as a
why you have
woman.
a fucking
Nobody
forbidden
does.
door. Nobody wants to go through it.
The one that has
Fucking
sense,
Britt
they
Baker
don't.
doesn't want to go through it. Fucking that one Nyla Rose, Nia Jax can't even fit through your fucking door. Like, don't fucking do it. My hole, your hole's not going anywhere. The only hole getting anything in it from you is this right or left nostril of yours. And I can't tell which one because they're both so flamed out. You could park your fucking Prius in there.
The big nostrils.
You
Hey,
brag
Dad.
about your 2 shows with declining ratings. They're both losing money, but it doesn't matter because you're an infinite. I have more money than Vince McMahon. You're a fucking idiot. You might,
NFL does.
but like Yvonne has more money than me. But like that doesn't mean you spend it better.
Exactly.
Like Rampage is a complete fucking joke, dude. We sat here on this show and told you it was gonna be a fucking joke. You petty little prick. It's a joke. Let's piggyback off SmackDown. The best we finished on cable 3rd on Friday night. Like, where the fuck you get your stats? Like,
Really.
it's a joke. Even Dave Meltzer turned his back on you today. This could have not came. The dude who touches little kids inappropriately, like our president, and wears holy jeans when he's 80 years old, is done with your Friday night show.
Crazy.
This is the guy who made you Booker of the Year. Booker of the Year. By a guy that works for your own company. Oh, how fucking prestigious is that?
To be fair, he doesn't work for EW.
He's on the fucking payroll. I found the fucking shit and I had it on a fucking episode.
Well, that's how I feel about Eric Bischoff with WWE. I feel like he probably is.
Hold on. Seabass, look, I don't want to. Seabass is too nice. What the fuck did he say?
Oh Lord, he's laughing. I see the
You're
laugh.
producing Dragon's Game? What the fuck is this?
Congratulations,
Seabass, it's okay.
It's awesome.
You can find us on all fucking platforms.
You're fine, Seabass.
I'm on Spotify. I'm on Pornhub Premium, but you have to pay.
That's Josh's personal problem.
We talked about 4-inch dicks last week, and my fucking Twitter.
It's a personal account too.
But anyway,
it's Josh's personal life.
It's him in the belt.
Let's get back to this motherfucker. I'm almost fucking. I took a shower before I fucking got here. John Cena's fucking. My shirt's all sweaty.
Ew, gross.
All right, you schedule gimmick shows every. Oh, what is tonight? Fucking Fyter Fest. What did I say? Or Fyter Fest.
It's something else.
Night 10 or
but
Rise of the Fallen.
To be fair, NXT does that too.
Not every week.
Well,
they have a paper. They've had. You know how many premium events they've had since NXT 2.0 has been a thing in 6 months? 2.
Right.
But you know how many Tony Khan's had in the last 2 weeks? 2. 4. Fyter Fest night 1. Then Fyter. No,
it's a Wednesday night show.
No, it was Fyter Fest 1. Then it was Fyter Fest 2 on Rampage. Nobody watched it, but it was still there. Fyter Fest 3.
They call that Fyter Fest?
Yes. And Fyter Fest 4. Now tonight's Rise of the Fallen. What? I mean, do you run out of cocaine? Have you fallen and you can't get up? Like Russell Brand and get him to the Greek when Jonah Hill steals his cocaine? I mean, what the fuck are you doing? Like, oh, we got Kevin Gates. Let me talk about my dick. Like, nobody thinks Kevin Gates is a good rapper. I'm thinking with my dick. Oh, that's real original Kevin Gates. Real fucking original. I've been thinking my dick's about 6 years old.
We don't need to know.
Now let's make a rap song about it.
I was like 12.
Oh, Kevin Gates. Kevin Gates missed his punch too. Like, anyway, it's a fucking joke. Fucking joke. All right. Where am I at?
He is a joke.
All right.
You gonna make
the fact that stop. Let me fucking breathe. The fact that Triple H is in charge should scare your ass. And it's showing today because you're bitching like Adam Cole's under contract to 2027. Ha ha ha.
He's the number one name too.
It means you know.
Yeah,
you already know.
Exactly.
Like it's already in your head.
Exactly.
You've lost your golden boy. As much as I don't like Cody Rhodes, even though his run in WWE has been fantastic, I'm actually sad he's not there right now because he was doing great work.
Absolutely.
I'll applaud great work. I'm not a fan of Cody Rhodes, but I understand how big of a signing that was because that was the first big fucking deflection from your little shitty company. And a guy that helped create that company because WWE was so unbearable that he had to go move his family. He was fucking depressed. Like his wife said he's in terrible mental shape.
Yeah.
The fact that he already went back like this ain't what the fuck I signed up for is an insult to how fucking incompetent and ignorant you are. And now that Triple H is in charge, you're fucked, buddy. You're fucked. NXT was better quality-wise than AEW every fucking week. Maybe a few weeks you got a couple in because, a broke clock strikes right twice a day. Fuck you. I can't talk right now, but I'm fucking pissed off.
Any blind squirrel finds a nut.
Then you're like, oh, we won the war, but NXT was never that good anyway. Then when they fire him, you sign every goddamn superstar they had.
Adam Cole,
That's where they went.
Adam Cole, Keith Lee, Swerve Scott. I mean, you guys going to sign Velveteen Dream? I mean, he kind of fits your guys' demeanor. He's, kind of rapey.
That's the best quality.
Then, look, go hug somebody awkwardly or do another line of code.
He does do both those things.
He does.
Piece of shit. Next week on Dynamite. Like you.
I love your Johnny voice.
Next week on Dynamite.
I can't wait to watch this. I'm recording this.
It is the single
and it's
most.
Going in our
it is the most cringe-worthy segment I've ever seen on TV. Next week on Dynamite. Like, we get it fucking 7 times. Next week on Dynamite, 600 viewers. Oh, number 1 on cable, TNT.
He sounds like
that. We get it.
Tony Khan sounds like a chipmunk. Like, he really does.
Make a wish. You're so bad. John Cena wouldn't give you a make a wish.
He's like, what the
fuck?
He's just oddly uncomfortable.
Said the other day.
The fuck?
This was weird. He said it was weird. Somebody asked him, they're like, he gave you a hug. He's like, yeah, that's kind of weird.
It was weird.
It's like,
and he's like dying in his arms tonight.
Look,
I mean, it's on, but
just because Chucky came back to USA and you're jealous that there's no cool shows that come on after Dynamite. It doesn't mean you have to look like. Look.
You're a messed up
what
looking
the fuck
Chucky
is wrong?
doll.
Yeah.
You look like a fucking...
And you don't have a Tiffany like Chucky does, so you're...
I don't even know.
No, he does. It's just called cocaine.
That's true, that he does.
Look,
The cocaine, yep, he does.
I don't do drugs right now, but after... I want to go buy a mountain of cocaine like this now.
After you say his name.
After I deal with this stupid curly hair.
Oh, you need NFL Jaguar money for that kind of cocaine.
Oh, Johnny, NFL. Yeah. So as you go hire Urban Meyer, who like finger bangs chicks in the open bars in Cincinnati, and then they play the fucking Rams who won the Super Bowl, and he's like, "Oh, that number 99 guy's pretty good, right?"
He did finger bang a bitch.
He did. I remember that.
I remember that.
Then he goes like, he faked the fucking heart attack because Tim Tebow quit playing for him and he couldn't win anymore.
That happens.
And then Ohio State comes open with all their fucking orgasmic shit that goes on there. Like everything you do is sketchy.
Of rape, OSU.
Yeah, like, OSU, I'll fuck you for a Ford Prius. Like, stop.
Sell them rings, bro.
What else did I have to fucking say in my fucking speech? I don't know how, even if this went over as well as I thought it would be. I don't even give a
That's
fuck.
all right.
Go awkwardly hug someone or snort another bump, you piece of shit. I will never put your product on my TV again, and I can't wait until your shitty little company is on Peacock. Have a happy trip tonight, you little bitch. Done. I'm fucking done. I need a fucking break. Fuck this show. Fuck Tony Khan. We'll be back. Maybe we won't be back. Maybe we'll be back. Where's my face? I want you guys to see my fucking face before I go away. Where the fuck are the pictures? I don't know how to work this shit. Oh, hello. I am Josh. I'm the RSH champion for 686,000 fucking days. And we will be back. Or maybe we won't.
3 more days.
Do what I want. Goodbye.
All right. Are you going to make it?
Oh, fucking.
To be fair, in your defense, Tony Khan does suck.
He does suck.
I need feeding the dog.
He's tasteless.
No title bill.
Everything you said about him is 100%.
Why is there music playing?
Because I'm trying to calm down. It's called feeding the dogs. And everybody knows. Everybody knows. All right, let's play the game. Let's play this game. I think.
All right, let's play it.
Let's
Time to play the game.
In here. I texted my drug dealer from I had in high school, and I got to go get cocaine at like 9:30, so we have to get moving here.
You also send a
all right, so I
on
created a game. So this wasn't even in like I did not know it was Triple H's birthday.
I didn't either until earlier today.
But
thank you, Twitter.
It is, so it kind of worked out. So I created this game just for today to talk because he's in charge now, and I called it Time to Play the Game. I did this Monday night during Raws, normally when I prep. So this will be scrolling at the bottom for you people that watch AEW. You can't read. Cruzy. Oh my God, I need him to watch that rant. I need him to.
You won't see it,
but I will find you and I will send it to you. I will find you, Cruzy. Anyway,
I will find him.
I will find you.
That's a general side.
Yeah, it's fucking Liam Neeson. All right, so the point. Here's how this game works. So it's called Time to Play the Game in honor of Triple H being in charge now. I got 15 either superstars, a group, female, male, executives, whatever.
Sure.
Your guys' job is to tell me, with Triple H being put in charge of creative, is this game on for these people going forward, or is this game over?
I like it.
So, I mean, there's going to be people that's positively impacted by this.
Sure.
And there's going to be negative.
Sure.
So there's going to be NXT people that he's loved, and there's going to be people that they brought in while he was, I mean, the motherfucking dude was battling like a life-threatening disease. He had to retire from in-ring. People forget that, too. And he's got kids. He's got a lot of shit going on. His wife works full-time. But that's not, I mean,
WrestleMania.
But, he's not the longest tenured CEO, even though Tony fucking Khan's not either.
By WrestleMania 50, I have a betting feeling that we're going to see Triple H's daughter fight The Rock's daughter.
Probably.
Main event.
Probably, yeah.
But let's start with number 15. Io Shirai from NXT.
Yep.
So Io Shirai at this point is in a holding pattern. She got hurt, but they did not freeze her contract. But she's not happy because she wants to go to the main roster. You guys think Triple H being put in creative control helps her or hurts her? Game on or game over? I'll start with you because you know NXT a little bit more.
Game on. Io Shirai is too talented to be sitting up free agency, especially when she's down there on NXT. Triple H had her. She was the NXT Women's Champion.
That's why I took this picture. This is the last time that Triple H was in NXT. She was champion.
And
This
she
is
won the
before the
NXT
2.0?
Women's Tag Team Champions with Zoe Stark, too.
Yep, she was tag team champion.
It's
as
game
well.
on. She will guarantee be back at some point.
All right. This one's specifically for you, so I'm glad this worked.
Oh, no.
Goldberg. Is it game on or game over?
Oh, Lord. Go.
Game over for Goldberg. One, if you'll remember back in 2004 when Goldberg first debuted in WWE for the first time, you know, he should have debuted during the Invasion angle. That would have made the most sense, but, you know, contracts, shit. TNT still owned his contract, whatever. But he did join. He had a really, very, very, very bad feud with Triple H, where, like, I think it ended with, like, Triple H being the shit out of a sledgehammer, and, like, Triple H refused to go over on Goldberg, and Goldberg doesn't understand what wrestling is. It's one of those things. But how long ago was that now? Is that really 18 years ago? Holy shit. 18 years ago aside.
It has.
It's stupid.
Actually, no, that's not right. That's not the right math. What's 20 minus? Is that 18? Holy shit.
20 minus what?
Hold on. What year is it? Is it 2002? So I need 2004. Is that 18 years? Whatever. 18 years ago. I feel like it was 18 years ago. 18 years ago, not involved in this conversation. The fact of the matter is Goldberg is a quick one-off. Always has been since his return at Survivor Series of 2017. Fuck Goldberg. If Triple H has any sense, that contract that he claimed has not existed in a couple of years or a couple of months won't be back. And I hope with Triple H's wrestling intellect, Goldberg is a game over.
I agree.
Kevin
Oh, more. Yeah.
Dunn. Long-time producer.
First-time caller.
Fucking Vince is like one of Vince's guys. He does camera angles and shit. Reports are he might be on his way out. You guys think it's game on or game over? I got specific ones for you guys, and I got ones for both. This is one for both.
Game over.
I got game over as well.
too.
To be fair, I had game on for Io Shirai. I had game over for Goldberg.
Sure.
But I made the game, so
No,
it's not cool
I
if
agree.
I fucking do it.
Game on for Shirai, just in my personal opinion, real quick, is because back when Kenny Omega, before AEW existed, Triple H was like, yeah, because people know his name. So I want those people. You know, I want people who people know. And same thing for Io Shirai. I know her name. I don't want Shane Steve to know the name. So Triple H.
I got game over for Goldberg, too.
Hell yeah. So we're on the same page.
Yeah, we're on the same page.
All right.
Kevin Dunn, fuck Kevin Dunn. We need a new regime.
Lord.
Bruce Pritchard, head of creative for about a half hour.
Until yesterday.
And then, but he's been a part of creative for a long time.
Sure.
I think it's still going to be game on. I think Triple H can't get rid of everybody.
Sure.
Yeah, I agree.
Makes sense.
But
I actually agree with you on this.
I do too.
I think
it's nice to have one person that knows how shit
Yep.
runs. Just in
Yep.
case something happens, Triple H can't be there because that does happen.
Nope, I
Like,
agree.
Triple
He'd
H
be
is
the
going like,
guy,
I
yeah.
need a night off or whatever.
I've heard this guy do interviews. I think he's really smart.
Yeah.
And and with Vince McMahon, you had to be a yes man because that's just how it was from the way it sounds. But I think Bruce is a smart guy, and I think he could be one that could, from the Vince regime, stay around. Because you said he knows what he's doing, and he doesn't have to be a yes man anymore. You know, so I agree with that.
I do too. Game on for him.
Judgment Day. And I'm
Oh,
talking specifically all three of them, which are all, I want to point out, they're all from NXT.
Yep.
And they're all from the Triple H regime. And before I even fucking finished this game, it started to show on Raw that
It did.
this is game on.
As it
So
should
this is
be.
a spoiler. It's not a prediction.
Not a
It's a spoiler.
prediction. Yeah.
Spoiler.
I mean, Judgment Day's heat is back now.
Right.
And they got it on Rey Mysterio, who, honestly, when we went to the Rumble, got the biggest fucking
He did.
ovation the whole
More
night.
than
He really
anybody.
did.
He
He
did.
really
yeah.
did.
Out of Brock Lesnar, Roman Reigns, Seth Rollins
Randy
coming
Orton-
out in
Randy
Shield
Orton
gear.
was Randy
Yeah,
Orton's
his
out.
mom. Do you
Yeah.
see the story where his
Yeah.
mom is the one that's like, "Why don't you wear your old gear?" Then
Yeah.
the fans love that. And he's like, "My Shield stuff,"
Shit.
and she's like, "Yeah." He's like,
Wrote it down.
"Hey Vince,
I didn't
To
know
further
that.
this,
That's
like, can I
awesome,
come up
man.
to the Shield? And he's like, that's great shit.
That's really cool.
Hold
man.
on, I gotta bang this fucking. I'm banging Trish Stratus. I'll call you back later.
Yeah.
Here's $10 million.
She was barking.
But anyway.
Yeah, she was barking last week.
So
wasn't
yeah, I
she?
feel like
God.
this is a easy game on, especially after what we
Game
saw
on,
Raw.
absolutely.
Dude, Finn Balor, dude, he's in his 40s.
41 years old.
That's crazy.
And
I
I'll
don't
never-
like it.
He's never ate food before.
I was so excited. Mostly bananas. I was really excited when he became the first ever Universal title champion. They got hurt, and that sucked. That sucked. And he just hasn't done anything since. So, and then this Judgment Day, I thought it was kind of weird. I wasn't that big into it.
You weren't.
But dude, I agree with Triple H being in charge. Like you said, these are all three
Oh,
Triple H
shit.
guys.
Seth Rollins tweeted, he said, for anyone who purchased a ticket to SummerSlam hoping to see me in action, I apologize. I did everything I could to earn my spot over the last 6 months, but some things are out of my control. Thank you for always singing my song with me. They'll hear you someday. Triple H retweeted and said, I hear you.
He'll be there.
Oh, shoot.
Hopefully it's the Fiend.
So there's your fucking...
Yeah.
Breaking
See?
news from us.
Hopefully it's the Fiend.
See, and we still got predictions to go. This might be our most loaded
Hopefully
show we've
Fiend-
ever had
Yeah.
of RSH.
Hopefully Fiend got a call on Saturday.
Oh.
You know what I mean?
All I know is this might be our most loaded RSH
So,
ever.
yeah.
Because we haven't even got to our fucking predictions yet.
So,
All right,
yeah,
But what do you think?
like Josh said, they're all three Triple H people. Rhea Ripley was amazing down in NXT. She was the NXT Women's Champion.
Rhea Ripley is going to be the one that takes that belt off
She's
Bianca.
going to be the next one
because
to take it.
Rhea Ripley never beat Bianca in NXT. Bianca
She didn't.
No, Rhea always won in NXT. Bianca's beat her every time in
She
WWE.
did.
So
Yep.
that's going to be the rivalry
Yep.
going forward.
And
This
guess
is
what?
like Trish Lita. Like this
Yep.
is that kind of
It is.
rivalry
It
because
is. Yep.
they came up together.
And what's another thing that Triple H has always been involved in all of his career? Fucking stables.
Yeah.
And this
Absolutely.
is
DX,
the real
Evolution.
Yep.
He was behind the Shield. The Shield came from NXT. Like people don't realize, like the
Mhm.
Shield all was put together by Triple H and FCW or the very, very, very NXT.
You know who actually created that stable? It was CM Punk. He's the one who pitched it.
We're not.
It was. but
I don't have the
But-
capacity to rant anymore.
But Triple H loves stables. This
He
is a
does.
great
It's a
stable
great
that had a
stable.
rough start, but going forward,
Yeah.
with Edge most likely coming back, which we'll get
Yep.
in our next segment. When we
And
do our
then
picks, we'll get
Priest,
there.
Priest is a star.
I felt this was an interesting
So-
one.
It's a game on for all three.
Roman Reigns,
Oh, Lord.
oh, that's game on.
because
It's game on.
but to what extent?
Not that extent.
Okay,
No.
to the extent
He's
where
alright.
Not a
like
part-time
he
extent.
keeps the belts, or okay, so we agreed not to that extent.
Yep.
Yep.
I think one of the belts go to this next guy, and it's game on all fucking day. It's Kevin Owens. This is a
Yes.
Triple H
Game
guy.
on. I agree.
This
He's
is
a Triple H guy.
This is the first.
All day.
Sorry,
All
it is
day.
the second Triple H guy.
It
Number
is.
one was Seth Rollins.
This
Triple
is
H
number two.
gave him the title.
He did. He did.
He brought him up, and they had him beat John Cena.
Triple H literally
And he
interfered.
stepped on the U.S. title.
I know,
He did.
but like Seth Rollins was a Triple H guy.
Yeah,
Yep.
But
sure.
like this move, I don't know if there's a person that benefits more of this move
It's
than
KO,
Kevin Owens.
Game on.
If
all
you
the way.
realize that Kevin Owens hasn't had a singles
I
title
very
in
realized.
5 years,
I very
5
realized.
5
years.
fucking
Wow.
years.
I very
This dude
realized
just fought Stone Cold Steve Austin in
I know.
a classic match.
He did.
No offense to Stone Cold.
No, sure.
And the Sami Zayn thing was
Right,
amazing.
it
It
was
was.
amazing.
It was
Yep.
amazing.
But
I
Stone
did,
Cold can't carry a match for 30 minutes
No.
anymore. So you're leaning on KO to carry this legend
Surprise
at
us
his
all.
home stadium in an impromptu match, which, I mean, they obviously knew, but like to the fans, no.
Yep.
One of the best moments that I'll always remember, Stone Cold came back and fought Kevin fucking Owens.
Yep. He did.
Kevin Owens will be a world champion by next SummerSlam.
I
I
hope
think
so.
I think
I hope
Cody.
so.
I think Cody's the inevitable fucking favorite going into WrestleMania to have the
Sure.
belt,
I think so.
which
too.
it'll be a great story. I don't think any superstar benefits more, and he was all for all, which is okay
Sure.
That's
because
fine.
there's no reason to force anything a week before SummerSlam.
Sure.
But when we get into possible opponents for Seth,
When he comes back,
I think
man.
the Fiend is one.
Yep.
I think AJ Styles is one because he doesn't have a match. I think
No.
Kevin Owens is somebody that Triple
Yep.
H should come out and be like, "Well, beat him then." And the winner gets a shot at fucking Rome. You never know what the
You
fuck's
never
going to happen.
know,
This is a
especially
new
with Triple
regime.
H. It's new. Yep.
Let's not forget.
This is game on 1,000,000,000%.
Let's not forget,
Game on.
guys.
Yep.
Balor got hurt, and he was gone. So he had a fatal 4-way on Raw. It was on fucking Raw, or was it Raw? I don't know.
Mhm.
I remember watching it
It
live.
was on Raw.
And literally, Triple H came out and surprisingly pedigreed Seth Rollins, shook his head yes at KO, pedigreed Seth.
He did.
Kevin Owens got the pin, And that was it. Kevin Owens was champion for a while after that. We lost to Goldberg, which a whole different thing back in 2017. But Triple H literally, personally in the ring, he was there, gave that title to Kevin Owens. So to say that Kevin Owens won't benefit from this would be an ignorant thing to say.
Yeah.
And I agree, dude. I really, I've been wanting Kevin Owens to be a champion again for years.
Great. Now he's locked in. Him and Sami Zayn are both locked in.
I didn't realize it's been
deals.
that long.
So there's no reason. His work with Ezekiel has been amazing.
Dude, in my opinion, and I mean this wholeheartedly, Kevin Owens was the last real champion. It's been part-time since then. Goldberg got it, and then Brock, and then Reigns went part-time for some fucking reason. But yeah,
and then you had a
McIntyre,
Orton
I guess.
Back, and then Orton got thrown in, and he had it for like a month, and McIntyre
had it. But that was still during COVID, so it was still kind of a weird time.
But we haven't had a long-term, full-time champion. Which I would
KO
want to point out,
was the last one.
SmackDown Friday, Drew versus Sheamus. The winner does fight.
It was a good match.
No, they fight this Friday.
Sure.
In a dungeon, some fucking weird match. I forget what it's exactly called. I'll look it up.
It's that club match.
Yeah, so
whatever the fuck it is.
You're gonna ever use that.
But the winner gets the fucking title match at Clash of the Champions.
Sure.
Or whatever the fuck it's called.
But KO was the last, in my opinion, the last real full-time WWE champion. And I really hope that
I hope he does.
That benefits him because he needs
transitioning
it. And he deserves it.
He deserves
transitioning to just what you were talking about. Game on or game over for fucking Brock Lesnar, who we need to touch on the fact that apparently got pissed off Friday and left. And then came back.
And he's mad in this picture, too.
So I think this is a picture of him being mad. I purposely found. That's why normally my pictures, I try to make them clear. Right. But I needed I needed him to be mad.
You picked the perfect picture of Brock. This is his everyday
is Brock
face.
Pissed off. So
we can't.
I think it's game over.
It's over.
I think SummerSlam might be the last time we ever.
And you're gone.
It might be. It's not gonna be the last time we ever see him, but I think it's gonna be the last time we see him for a while. And if reports are true, and I pray to God they're true, Gunther, whatever the fuck his name is, and Brock is heavily rumored for WrestleMania this year.
I hope so.
And they're under this new regime, they're not going to use Brock in the title picture anymore. So, God damn it, give me Gunther versus Brock. Give me.
I'm all the way for that one.
Give me fucking Theory versus Brock. Give me John Cena. Give me anybody but Roman versus Brock.
Yeah.
Give me Brock with young talent.
Think about it. Why would Brock
give me Braun Breaker versus Brock Lesnar?
Oh, God, that'd be a good one.
Why would Brock be fucking that pissed because Vince left?
He's a Vince guy.
Right.
Because Vince is the reason he does.
He gets by with what he wants. It's like a kid that fucking wants. It's like Tony Khan.
Yep.
Like, Daddy. This is 9-year-old Tony Khan. Daddy, I need a John Cena action figure and some cocaine. Yes, son. Yeah. Fuck the Jag. We're not going to sign Mark Brunell. We don't need that quarterback. The Jaguars win 2 more games. Daddy, 15 years old. I'm in jail. I need more cocaine. I got you, son. I'll build my own jail for you. I'm sorry. I'm trying to let Tony come.
Sure, no, I'm just saying, with why would he be so pissed? Because Vince is the one guy. Because Vince is all about this shit. So Vince is the one guy who kept Brock here. Triple H, head of creative now. Wife is co-CEO. Is all about full-time.
They understand.
Triple H was on the road day after day after day after day.
He was. Yep.
I'm at game paused here. I don't think he's going to disappear forever.
He won't be gone.
No.
I think he's too big of a fucking. But I don't think he's going to be in the main event of WrestleMania either.
Not.
Nick Khan won't let him be gone.
This is a guy.
But
this is how you kick off Mania. You kick off him and Gunther beating the fuck out of each other.
Which she already fucking makes sure happens.
So, yes, he's got to get home. He got pigs to slap.
I know.
All right, speaking of people.
Game over for sure.
Right, so, not game over, but it won't be the same. Game changed.
Oh, well,
game changed.
I see in the next one.
This is a fair one. There's already rumors about it.
Oh, no.
They were so pissed at Vince. Does this open the door for Sasha and Naomi to come back?
One of them.
Look, Vince was their whole issue because he didn't take their shit seriously. I think this is game on. I think we see both of them back before Survivor Series.
I wouldn't be surprised.
I wouldn't be surprised either. I'd like to see Naomi
Sasha Banks
back.
is from NXT when Triple H was down there.
They both were.
And Sasha Banks is as annoying and she's self-entitled.
She's very
entitled. But she
selfish.
is such a draw. She's such an asset to have on the roster if managed right. She never bitched in NXT though, ever. Under Triple H. They all trust Triple H. Her, Bayley. Naomi was already on the main roster at that point because she's well established. Naomi, I think, was going to be back anyway.
I think Naomi's
because her husband's there and
she really didn't do nothing wrong.
Naomi's kind of the kid that's like, hey, I'm gonna go smoke a joint in the bathroom. Do you want to come with? And you're like,
And
I don't
she's the
know.
one that got.
And it's
caught
like,
on the
don't be a
wrong end.
I wouldn't
puss.
say
You
no,
know what I mean?
Naomi.
Like, but you know what I mean? Like Naomi's like, I don't want to smoke a joint. It's like,
Naomi-
don't be a puss. It's like, okay. Like I think she kind of got
She got
caught
in
up
the-
in the moment.
No,
Yeah,
she
she
was
got
tag team
in-
champion.
Wrong place, wrong time.
I think they'll both
Sasha.
be back by
Sasha.
Survivor Series.
I think, real quick though, because I don't think Sasha Banks that big of a draw. I think if she was gone for 6 months, we'd all forget about her. But I do think she'll be back.
They'll both be back at some point.
I say game on for both.
As much as I can't stand Sasha, especially what she did, they're gonna be back.
All right.
Things are different.
So the 6th, we got a comment.
Uh-oh.
I feel like there's no way Tony's dad and Vince didn't have some kind of closed door discussion before AEW's inception.
Tony's dad and Vince McMahon, so
Like-
the owner of the Jaguars. I mean, I don't think that's correct.
I don't either. I don't
Um,
think Vince gives a shit about AEW.
I
don't
think
think he does
there's a
either.
lot of that conspiracy shit going on. Like, we did it together. No,
But
no,
look,
no, you
what I
didn't.
need you to do, and thank you for listening.
Yeah.
Go
Absolutely.
back to
Absolutely.
Thank you,
Thanks.
James.
go
I
back
appreciate
to
you,
like
brother.
Thank you, James.
35 minutes end of the podcast and let me know how I did, because I think I nailed it.
I mean, that there's a lot of people that think that. I just
Yeah.
don't think so. I think it's very much like when WCW was incepted. It was a rich guy who owned a network. Wrestling was popular because of Vince at the time, and he was like, "Let's just fucking buy it." And not AEW, but the they did the one night stand idea at All In. It
Look, dude,
works.
there's one thing.
And
like,
the guy was like, let's fucking do it. And Tony Khan, dude, there's videos of him at WWE from back in 2016, 2017.
you know what the kids say now?
He
right?
had money, man. So that's it.
They're like the most popular saying I hear now. There's levels to it. That's
Sure.
what I hear all the time. They're like,
There are levels
to get
it.
real, like, it's not like I'm portraying a character on here, but like sometimes I rant and shit for entertainment purposes. But like us, like me and Chuck at the beginning developing this show, and like whether I think we've made like $32 from Acre Gold off this show, and that's all we've made.
We
Give
did
or
have an
take.
ad once.
Like we got drunk in his kitchen and like recorded like 13 times, and like none of them were good. I think our best one was a big fuck up, and like we actually made like $30. And like if that's all we ever made, creating your own thing and watching it grow, even if it grows a little bit, like if we have 38 views, that's more than we had when we started.
Sure.
But like, so like I can't see a person even as egomaniac and stupid and fucking coke-headed and speedy as Tony Khan being like, I need a piggyback off somebody else. You got to have some kind of pride. So I don't believe it, James. It might be true.
It's
I just
not.
personally don't see it.
I don't see it.
But there is something I do see.
He was a known WWE fan, and he has a lot
Yeah,
of
like-
money, and he decided to buy it when the time was right.
His
Jericho was
dad was
part
like,
of
he
it.
was like, Dad, I'm too old for action figures. I need real people. And
I
he
mean-
gave him a company.
The opportunity was there, so it happened. That's all it is.
No,
I don't
this-
think they're in cahoots because it doesn't make sense because they do compete with each other, so it doesn't make sense.
They don't.
All right.
But anyway,
This is my wild card in all of this game.
Uh-oh.
Game on or game over for the Fiend?
game on all day,
Game
all day,
on.
every day.
Not even. Not
I think
even-
the Fiend is the first person we see come back.
I
agree.
sincerely,
Game on 100%.
I sincerely hope so.
Look,
I sincerely mean
He's
that.
Yeah. come
if
back.
We need him.
I don't know if there's anything that I can promise the people that I will do. If he shows up at SummerSlam, that'll be enough to express how happy I will be.
Oh, I'd
Come back on the show next
Like
week.
I'll get naked, like, but nobody wants to see
no,
that.
we don't need you
Like,
seeing
I-
you naked.
Nah,
Relinquish my
yeah.
title. I'm not doing that because I'll be retaining it
You
again.
know,
No,
one
you're
day at a
losing
time,
anyway.
champ. You need
It's
to-
gone anyway.
Like, there's nothing like woman never. Like, I don't know if there's anything that pisses. Like, I think this is game on. I want to believe this is game on until
I
I
do
don't
too,
see
game
it
on.
because Triple A. This dude was your
Money.
number
Money,
one
yeah.
merch mover.
Number one.
And he left because of Vince.
What month is it? It's about to be August, right? You
It's
know
about to be
Halloween's
August, yep.
about to come out.
Yeah, it is.
Come up again, right?
Sure.
I mean,
I'm
you know,
very- I'm
because
very aware.
Michael Myers,
Yeah,
right?
very well, yeah, that's
I watched
This is-
Halloween 5 today. I'm just
This
saying.
is the time. So this is 1,000,000,000% game on for me.
Game
I think
on.
this is the first guy they bring back.
I hope
I
so.
think Seth needs to go to the fucking ring, and this or the next guy we're going to talk about, music needs to hit, and the crowd's going to go nuts. SummerSlam does need a kick square in the balls.
It does.
Sure.
Right
Yeah,
there.
Right there.
You
Yeah.
start off with like a Logan Paul thing, get that out of the way, then the
Little
crowd's
thing.
like,
Kick
eh,
off with
and
that.
then like
Sure.
Seth comes out like, I'm sick of this shit. We have all these people that don't even wrestle on my show, and I can't. Nobody man have to fight me. Fucking lights go out. He's here. I'll fucking jump off my couch. I'll lose my shit.
No, my
I'm
dick-
wearing my Fiend shirt during SummerSlam.
I'm gonna wear my gym shorts, and if that happens, they will expand upwards. If I hear his fucking music
on your
hit.
game on or game over for the Fiend.
Game on 100%.
All right, I'm game on all for this guy. Too.
It was reported. I'm not sure. It was reported that he left because of his disagreement with Mr. McMahon.
Of course.
So
he said he'd give him creative control, and then he did to a point, and then he took it away.
I can't blame him.
So
number 5, Johnny fucking Wrestling.
100%.
He's been a free agent since this started. He's a top 3 or 4 NXT superstar of all time.
He is.
Sure.
And he was my favorite wrestler, which I quit declaring him my favorite wrestler was because every time I do, they go to AEW, and then I don't like them anymore. So,
but that's an NXT trend.
Levinson's playing with us. He says game on for Gargano.
Game
See,
on.
this game might catch on.
I like it. I like it a lot.
James, I agree with you. 100%.
I think Johnny Gargano would flourish in DIY. Him and Ciampa on the main roster would be stupid good. Him and Ciampa had so many matches in NXT.
Sure.
Way too many. By our standards, like how we're like Roman versus Brock 15.
Yep.
They probably had more.
But
you know what the difference is? Theirs are good, and there's a good ass story behind it.
Yep.
And
there's history behind it, everything.
Dude, Johnny Gargano could be what Seth Rollins is now.
Absolutely.
Like literally the second coming of him.
Sure.
Like,
and there'll be a door
Triple H's guidance and the loyalty he has for Triple H.
Sure. He's gonna be at the main roster.
I think he's more likely to be the person that we'd see at SummerSlam, other than the Fiend. I think they might save that for something else.
But
I loved him versus Ciampa back in the day.
Yeah, like him and Ciampa was great. They had a fatal 4-way with him, Cole,
the
Ciampa.
way they were in the way.
The Theory. He's partly. God damn it, Theory's 4 on my list. Like I didn't even plan this. Like he's partly responsible because Theory got in trouble on the main roster. He went back down to NXT. Andy Hartwell, who's getting pushed on NXT 2.0, who survived all those roster cuts. Johnny Gargano helped get her over. I should have put his fucking wife on this list. Candice LeRae coming back to WWE. That's a game on too.
Game on.
Even though I think she's doing the mom thing, but Becky and Seth are doing it, so maybe they could.
Let's get a bus. It's fine.
This is game on, and I think this might be the first thing that actually happens. I think the Fiend they might save, and they might not want to push it that quick because he's been in charge for a week. You know what I mean?
Less than.
That'd be fine.
Hey, I'm okay with it.
Either one of them's fine with me.
All right, so let's go to, and I picked out this picture on purpose as well.
Oh,
nice.
No.
Theory.
Yep.
Game over?
Oh, he's still game on.
Or game on.
He's
because,
game on.
as the great Roman Reigns said, Daddy doesn't work here anymore.
He's still over.
I agree. I think still game on. I think this dude's got star written on him. I just think the speed of which his stardom's going to hit might have just slowed down a little bit.
As it should.
Yeah.
Because
I think Triple H is like, all right, bro, you got it. Like, you have the briefcase till like next August.
You can't burn him out.
We're going to keep teasing
it.
Like, we're going to tease this. But like, as he keeps doing what he's doing, he's going to be fine. I'm entertained by the guy.
That selfie shit's awesome.
And it shows on the screen.
He just don't dude, and I really like his entrance. I really like, and like when I don't know how they do it. I'm sure it's real easy. So
on his phone.
Like he'll take a picture in the ring, and then it's right on the screen right away.
And it has pictures of all the people.
I have to take a picture, plug in my iPhone charger.
Well, their cameras.
Wait for it to connect. Then I have to drag it onto the back, and then I have to click it twice and hope it comes up.
Dude, their cameras are like 100 grand cameras. Each one's like.
Maybe they do need to keep Kevin Dunn.
No,
there's too many quick shots. But those cameras they have are really very, very, very good.
I sent a text and why did you freak out? Why are you so sweaty? LMAO. Am I still sweating that bad?
It's hot in here. It's summertime.
Anyway.
There's no AC in this garage, guys.
3.
Studio.
3. Ciampa.
No, we all know look at that picture.
Exactly.
Purposely found this picture.
Yeah. For you audio listeners, for those of you without the benefit
this is when Ciampa retired from NXT before he went to the main roster, and Triple H kind of gave him that goodbye.
Was that WrestleMania?
Yeah.
I watched it live.
He did. And
he gave him a hug, and I was like, holy shit, that was awesome. And this was the first time that we saw Triple H come out since his surgery shit. Yeah. And I got jacked. It was like 2 p.m. I got jacked when he came out.
Game on.
Yeah, Ciampa, dude, I mean, he'll be fine. He's a Triple H guy. He's everybody's guy. Everybody loves fucking Ciampa. I think
the next 2 are easy, but I put the 5th one in, or my number 1 is there for like, because I'm petty as fuck.
Sure.
NXT.
Petty. I think the 2.0 shit is a game over. They might still call it 2.0, but we're gonna get back to what it was.
Black and gold.
I mean, maybe they might even change the colors.
I saw this meme the other day,
and
it was Stephanie talking to Triple H, and Triple H is like doing the shruggy shoulders, and it said Stephanie said, "Triple H, honey, you can't make SmackDown and Raw both black and gold. They've had the same colors for years."
I mean,
I thought that was pretty funny.
It is.
I agree with.
I think this is game on.
It's game on. I don't think he'll change.
But I don't think
they won't go backwards.
Well, here's the thing: Shawn Michaels in charge.
Sure.
So Triple H ain't gonna go down there and shit on
No,
him.
they're
And he's
good.
not doing a bad job.
He's
It's not
not.
a bad show.
He's not. No,
But Triple H signed all these people.
he did.
But I'll tell you one thing, and I know both of you guys will agree. It's gonna be so fucking nice that when Braun Breaker gets called up to the main roster,
God.
his name's going to be Braun Breaker. When Grayson Waller gets called up to the main
He's gonna
roster,
be-
he's
Their
going to be
actual
Grayson Waller.
names. They're not
When
getting
Cameron
changed.
Grimes gets called up to the main roster, he's going to be Cameron Grimes. When the Creed brothers, I'm saying this right fucking now,
As it should be.
right fucking now, the Creed brothers are going to be the best tag team in professional wrestling,
Absolutely.
period,
Sure.
in 1 year.
Let's do it.
I'm talking like
I'm
they're
ready.
already top 5 for me now.
I'm
Like,
ready
they
for a
got so
revamp.
much talent down there.
Let's do it. I
What
agree.
the fuck do you do to these people when you call them up? Max Dupree. First off, hold on. I need the
here we
camera.
go.
Hold on. I need the camera. I do have beef.
That's canceled, right?
Maxine Dupree.
There we go.
I sent my application in last night.
And then they
He
canceled
did.
it.
No, it's still going.
I heard they
No,
canceled it.
Max Dupree's out. Maxine Dupree has now taken over that gimmick. The gimmick's still gone.
Oh, so it's a female thing now.
Yeah, so
That makes sense.
I should have been LA Knight on this
You
list
should have
because
put
LA
it.
Knight was a gold gimmick on NXT.
Absolutely,
Eli
he
Drake
was.
from fucking TNA, like he was gold.
He was
had
gold.
rock. He had rock kind of charisma, not to the level, but
Sure.
like similar.
He's money. Yeah, he is.
He was great as LA Knight, and that would have transitioned perfect. But Vince wanted him to be a fucking model.
and
agent.
it was
Oh,
so.
that's LA Knight. I don't think I
Yeah.
knew that.
that
was-
whole thing
hey,
was dumb.
so-
it did not fit him at all.
All right.
Be that as it may, I sent my application in.
That's so fucking funny.
I sent the full body picture.
Yeah,
you
that
wanted.
was
I
him.
met every guideline you guys wanted. I want an answer by next week, or I'm coming for all.
Oh, for God's sake.
Anyways, back to the game.
Whenever I hear that name, I think of Renee Dupree every goddamn
So
time.
do
I
I.
posted like a picture of
Leia
me.
Resistance.
I sent a picture of me like this or something because that'd be full body. It's really
You actually sent it?
yeah. You can go on Twitter and I posted it last night on our Twitter account.
You
It said thank you for applying to.
I'm always drinking. I don't
That's the
fucking
only
pay
message
attention.
you're gonna get. So he ship sailed
Hold
for
on,
you.
all right.
That's
Hold
fucking
on.
funny.
Hold on a second.
All right.
Hold on.
Let's hold it.
on. I think there's some way on here where I can just pull up the media.
No,
Right.
no,
Oh, probably. I'm sure.
no.
Yeah.
He did.
Thanks. We'll see if you have what it takes to be a maximum male model. I applied yesterday. I said a member of RSH Wrestling just applied to @maximale models. Who is it? Also, someone told maximale models they'd be crazy not to take them. It was me. Because then I subtweeted this afterwards with the eyeballs. It's me.
Yeah, that
Anyway,
was
that's
LA
awesome.
Knight.
Let's go to my
They
number one.
did. Uh-oh.
AE All Excuses Wrestling.
Let's keep you
Game. Over. You will be in Peacock by 2024. By the time they make it to WrestleMania in Philadelphia, you will be in their library. And Tony Khan will be trying to be a GM of Raw or SmackDown.
Give him
And
a
that
big ol'
won't
hug.
go. That ain't gonna
But
happen.
Triple
Do you
H
think
does
he'll-
it.
Do you think he'll give Triple H a hug on the?
Triple H will probably
Triple
get
H
sick.
is not going to give him the point either. I think how Tony Khan tried to make his hug, like Triple H is like they have a arrived point that he always does. I did like the meme where Triple H was like pointing at himself when he got
Yeah.
head of creative.
Yeah, that's fun.
All right.
Cool.
Seriously, though, I think this is going to really put pressure on AEW.
It
Because
will.
one,
It's
Yeah.
Raw
going to.
jumped a lot of
Yep.
the excitement around WWE right now is
I
high.
watched it for the first time since before Money in the Bank.
As weird as it is, since Vince got in trouble, the interest in WWE has jumped.
As it would. Yeah.
Has jumped.
Like
yeah.
for better or
Absolutely.
for worse. But now that Triple H
That's
is in
the
charge,
idea.
something that us as fans have clamored for so long.
Yep.
AEW really needs to get their shit
They
straight
need
here.
to get
They
it
need to
together.
get Daniel Bryan back full time. They need to get Punk back.
Yeah.
They need Adam Cole to be back. They need to invest into story. This is why I said, where's MGF? And he's like, it's long-term storytelling. They don't have time for that right now.
They
He's been
don't.
gone since May 9th.
He's been going.
You brought up Daniel Bryan. Let's talk about that real quick. Just Daniel Bryan alone, the creator of the Yes Movement, the dude was huge. WrestleMania 30. Was
James said,
his-
is there a call line in for y'all? Not yet.
We can make one.
We can.
Not
Not
You can
yet.
call my phone. I can put
Hey,
it
right,
on
we
your speaker.
Bluetooth it. It'd be
Right.
real easy.
Yeah.
But
Not yet.
this Brian or Daniel, what's his fucking
Brian
name?
Danielson.
Brian Danielson.
Brian Bella.
as a great example. Daniel Bryan was huge in WWE. Vince loved him. He loved Vince. There was no
Yeah,
bad blood.
No, and Vince just didn't want him to get hurt.
Daniel Bryan said, "I want to bleed," and Vince said, "Well, you can't. I can't give that to you." Vince is gone. What if Triple H says, "I
We're
can't"?
TV 14 now, bitch.
Well, let's say what if Triple H says, "I can give that to you"? Would he stay with AEW,
Daniel Bryan's not on a 5-year deal either.
or would
I think
he
he
go?
always signed like a 2-year
or
deal
would
or
he go?
something.
Because I mean, there was no bad blood with
There
him
was.
at
Do you
all.
think that All right.
So I'm just saying, like, could he go back to WWE?
Yeah.
Absolutely, he could.
Let's just think.
CM Punk, I don't think so.
I don't
But
think so
Daniel
either.
Bryan would. I
And
think.
I don't know.
Daniel Bryan would.
Jericho's kind of weirded me out now because I don't know if he would because he just talks so much shit anymore. I don't
He
know if it's
does.
just for his own
That's for his
the
own show.
buzz
He
or whatever.
does, yeah.
No pun intended.
He's
Well,
kind of
like-
he's kind of losing it.
MJF's going to be in WWE.
He will.
Oh, for sure.
They're probably going to end up getting.
We said that
they're
with
probably
Vince still
they're
around.
probably going to get Brian Cage.
Yep.
Oh, for sure.
They'll probably end up with the fucking Ortiz and Santana.
Yeah.
Like all these people. I mean, you realize Triple H almost signed Omega to NXT.
I remember that.
Kenny's
He-
contract's up in 6 months. As much as I can't stand the guy and like he gets on my nerves, that would be another kick in the dick.
That would.
If he
Kenny-
steal half of their
Yep.
EVPs, he almost went to NXT. The Young Bucks
He tried to get
were
him
trained by Booker T and Stevie Ray.
Yep.
Almost went to NXT
That's crazy.
Young
because of Triple H.
Exactly.
I know.
I'm very aware.
It's like addition
Yep.
by subtraction. It's like you fucking hate Tom Brady and the Bengals don't need him.
Sure.
But if they could get him and then they
They
wouldn't have
would.
to play against him
Yep.
anymore, it's a
Yep.
fact that they don't have him anymore.
I knew of Kenny Omega way before AEW was the thing because Triple H was talking about it.
Yeah, like
Yeah.
Like he was at over in New Japan. So and that's what Triple H is thinking about. Triple H doesn't.
you don't think Adam Cole's sitting there like fuck.
I had to do his way.
Brett, we could have ran. They
I don't
won
think
the
he
Owen Hart
is.
tournament, and it didn't even mean anything.
didn't.
They got taken off TV for no reason
They
for
did.
the next 3 weeks.
He
doesn't
didn't he-
book people
Didn't
right.
he debut the same night that?
Yeah.
I watched that live. I was like, what the
we
fuck?
don't book people right.
We've went through this before, and Cody even alluded to it on Broken
No, I
Skull
can't argue with
Sessions.
you, man.
He did.
He said it became a meme.
It did.
Sign with AEW, go up
Yep.
against Cody, lose,
Yep.
go on Chris Jericho's podcast,
Yep.
go to AEW Dark.
Yep.
Yep.
And he said,
Exactly.
I was sick of being a meme. That is not what I
Absolutely.
signed up
And
for.
that's
That's
where
sad.
and
And
that's
that is what they do. That's what they've always done.
that's the problem. Like
That is,
when
yeah.
AEW formed, I was really optimistic about
you know,
it.
Andrade,
It's still not a
you know how
bad
many,
show,
you know how many
but
matches Andrade's wrestled for AEW in
That's
1 year?
sad.
yeah.
You know how underutilized he's been? You know how underutilized he was in WWE? I think I have this fucking in my notes somewhere. He's wrestled in 3 matches in 1 year.
That's
Yeah.
sad.
But WWE didn't use him right. You know how many matches he wrestled in the Thunderdome
Oh, every
era?
week, yeah. But
Like
do we know who's?
infinite amounts.
Kelly-
Where's Sean Spears?
Do you know who's fuck Sean
Remember?
Spears?
No,
Yeah.
but remember, he was so misused. Where's that?
10.
That was his best gimmick.
But
His Rumble appearance when he came out at 10 was probably the
Very
coolest thing
huge.
he's ever done.
It was very big.
But like,
But Christian's still, but in the positive light of
don't get
AEW,
started. They're fucking
Christian's
shit
still awesome.
Oh.
Christians was, but now they fucking took the fucking they
The
took the
doc-
Verlana Raptor away
You
from
didn't
him,
need
and
him
he went back
anyway.
to Jungle Boy.
I
So now he's gonna have to
He's a
bomb
Dragosaurus.
to the
Get it
kid from 102, 902,
That's his
18.
dad.
Well,
He's
now he's
dead.
going to lose to the
902.0,
13-year-old
say it
kid.
right.
He's only there because it's summer and he's
Jungle
got out of
Boy.
school.
Yeah.
Jungle Boy.
So
Not Jungle Man, but
He's
like
not
real.
Jungle Man.
to
okay.
be on topic, I will say that this news is not good for AEW.
It's not.
Vince, arguably, AEW exists because Vince
Yeah.
sucked for the last decade.
AEW
8-7
Central, Fight for the Fallen,
Part with-
7.
Without Vince sucking, AEW may not exist. Now Vince is gone.
Our
So
demo went down.
AEW just can't be like, yo, all these wrestlers
Hey.
are mad at Vince, so they're gonna come here. Now it's gonna be
I feel
maybe
like- I feel-
maybe WWE will improve.
I feel like Tony Khan's the guy when this roster comes in, he's like, hey.
According to Jericho's podcast, they all have a meeting with him. They all hang
And
out
he
for
waves
4
at him
hours.
awkwardly, like, hello,
And, no,
welcome to so-and-so.
Apparently, according to Jericho's podcast, he has a meet and greet. They sit in his office for 4 hours and they watch wrestling tapes.
All right.
Oh,
fucking
God.
That's what that's what they
boring.
all say. I've
That's
listened
boring.
to him and Christian and Big Show.
Sit in
They
Tony
all say
Khan's
that.
nasty,
All right.
disgusting
Now,
office.
my last
and-
That's not disgusting. I'm very sure it's classic.
Thank
It's
you,
NFL
guys.
money.
I'm going
Yes,
to try to
dude.
come up with more
But he's
games like that.
disgusting.
That game was sponsored by SJP World Media and
Absolutely.
at WrestleBuddy, WrestleBuddy.com.
Yep.
Check out Tyler Peters' articles. Check out, I don't know everybody there yet. None of us know everybody
Nope.
there yet.
I know
There's
nobody.
a lot of people there.
Yeah.
We're going to get acclimated over the next
Yep.
week. We got at Jimmy Bay, who's apparently an Adam Cole fan, I would imagine,
Baby!
on the show
Baby.
next week, and we can get his thoughts on some of this shit. But
Yep.
let's get to our bread and butter.
Lord.
And our title is more prestigious than any fucking title Tony Khan can create.
It's pretty
Let's
good.
get to our our
SummerSlam.
SummerSlam picks. So
Yeah.
we're kind of going to go through these because we ran kind of long, but oh well. This might be the biggest episode we've had in a very.
It is what it is.
It does.
Since we took our
Just
vacation,
big news. Yeah.
since we took our vacation, this is the biggest
There's been
episode.
a lot of
we've done.
breaking
This is our
news.
biggest episode since our 100th episode, I'd say.
Yeah.
I agree.
And this is like 143 or something.
It's been
Yeah.
a lot. There's been a lot of
So the
breaking
match
news.
that Chuck is saliving about.
We're
Oh, I just
being
fucking-
The
chucked-
Miz versus Logan
Oh
Paul.
God.
my God.
This better be the one that kicks it off that it's
All right,
over with.
ISD picked. We don't even got to talk about it.
All right. I like I just see pics.
This makes me and Chuck sick
I
just
like
looking
I like
at his
that.
face.
Let's just get to the point.
I already know what you guys are going to say about it.
His stupid bandana, his stupid face.
Chuck, Miz versus Logan Paul.
I have to go with Logan Paul.
With Ciampa. Ciampa will be in Miz's corner.
I have to go with Logan Paul. Though.
Logan Paul.
He got beat. He got taken out at WrestleMania. This is 6 months later.
They're not going to bring him
there
back
you
to
go.
lose. I just can't see it.
4 months
Look,
later.
I said I'm going to quickly transition, damn it. All of us go with Logan Paul. All right, cool.
Please take that picture off.
We have another comment.
His
I'm
weird
still
eyes.
on board. James, we appreciate you. Bro.
We
Tell your
appreciate it,
friends.
James.
Look, we're new to this. However you're watching, tell people.
Dude, if you want to come, we'll get y'all next week.
Definitely.
Thank you for
Hang
changing the
out.
picture. I couldn't stay looking at him anymore.
The Mysterios
Yeah, this one's tough.
versus Judgment Day.
This one was
and
easy,
a
but then
no
what happened on Raw?
disqualification tag team.
This is tough. Like Chuck said, this is tough. Man.
But there's Edge lingering.
We got
there's
Edge.
Oh, good point.
There's a lot of shit.
Mysterios.
Like, there's a lot of stuff like Edge lingering, the Dominic needing to
Turning.
join Judgment Day's lingering.
Quick question, because I haven't watched Raw or SmackDown since before Money in the Bank, and I honestly don't know this answer. Has Edge been around since they turned on Edge? All right,
Nope.
so Edge comes back and costs Judgment Day.
We all going Mysterios.
Yep, mysterious. Because Bauer's going
And
to
Judgment Day beat the fuck out of them all
Yeah.
around Raw.
And
So
that-
they have to get their
Well,
receipt, right?
They did win the match,
They
but they
did.
got beat after.
And what's going to happen
Well, what people
is,
remember is they
Right.
got their ass kicked.
what's
Exactly.
going to happen is
Okay.
Bauer's going to pin somebody and Edge's music's going to play and it's going to cost Bauer. That's
The
going to
heel
start.
turn I've been waiting on.
Yep.
I appreciate that. I think my heel turn was very well done as well.
I think he means Dominic.
Oh. James, look. I asked you to go back and watch my rant about Tony Khan. I thought my heel turn was a little bit.
And we don't know when Dominic's going to turn. We have no idea.
All right.
If it
So
happens.
If it
this
ever
match we
does.
can't really predict.
Yeah.
But Riddle and Seth. So
Well,
we're
it's
not going to
gone.
count this.
Mystery,
But let's just go across the table. Who do you guys think Seth ends up fighting at SummerSlam? We're not going to count it towards anything.
It could be.
What do you think?
I think it's Johnny Gargano.
I think it's Gargano.
I'm going Bray Wyatt. Fuck it. I'm going all in.
I hope we're all right.
I hope we
I hope they.
Either one's not bad.
Wyatt and
They just have
Johnny
a
would be my
triple
two
threat
picks.
match.
Let's say if somebody ties, let's use that as the deal breaker. What do you think?
Maybe.
I think it's a great idea.
I don't like it.
I mean, people tie all the time. Me,
I like
me
the
a good
triple
deal
threat
breaker.
idea, but that ain't
I'm
gonna
not ending
happen,
my
but-
title reign on a fucking surprise.
Oh,
I think you
We know
should.
you're sweating, but are you?
It's
I
not.
know
It's
we're
not. It's
sweating.
not. I'm sweating because I yelled about cocaine head. I feel like I just fucking did something myself, and I haven't. And I want a ham
But you're
sandwich, and I
tripping.
don't know why. So leave me alone.
Ew.
Ham sandwiches are very good. Ooh, ham's great.
I'm eating a
God,
ham
I like
sandwich
turkey.
with some fucking.
my
Cut,
favorite.
look, I'm gonna cut up some of that fucking sharp cheddar block cheese and eat a fucking ham sandwich with
Still
almonds on it.
sweat and still think
And
about that.
I'm gonna fucking
Okay.
I'm gonna pretend that the ranch on my fucking my mayonnaise is cocaine, and I'm gonna
Wait,
fucking snort it
Is that tonight or Saturday?
tonight.
Okay.
Tonight.
all right.
Saturday's the weekend. I'm gonna do real cocaine.
Okay, that makes sense. That's fair. That's fair.
Shout out to the few friends that have texted me
God
like
bless
that
it.
have no interest in wrestling at all, but just didn't believe I'd make a complete ass of myself. I
He
love you
did.
guys. Jesus Christ.
That's how you make it.
And shout out to my friend who pretended their grandpa died and told everybody he died, but he didn't really die, and then cheated on his girlfriend, and then had his aunt who almost died of cancer watch his kid so he can be a piece of shit. Fuck you. Just want to throw that out.
This
there.
got weird. I'm not sure what that's
Nah,
about.
it
But
just got
anyway.
dark, didn't it?
That's going to get me brownie points down the road.
You just
All
got-
right.
It just went dark. didn't it?
Anyway, what's next on this list? Whatever the fuck that
The
was.
profits. I'll explain after the after the show.
Oh no!
Versus,
Profits versus Usos.
oh, I saw private party. Fuck.
Oh my god.
You got me saying
I'm about to
that.
say private party.
Chuck got me
No.
saying that, and I thought called private
All right.
party street profits. I'm done. This is tough. How many times have these two fought? Is it
like
three-
18.
a lot?
It had to happen. It's still Vince's card at the end of the day.
You think the street profits would win at some point, but
I have the Usos winning.
I got
I can't go get. Oh, this has Jeff Jarrett as the referee.
Okay,
Does that
it was-
play any kind
No.
of role?
no.
I don't know if Jarrett's a good guy.
I don't know either.
Well, he's a good guy as of now.
He's
'cause-
only in there because he's like a fucking icon in Nashville.
Yeah, it makes no sense at all. But historically in WWF, when he was around, he was a bad guy. Historically in TNA, he was a bad guy. But historically with professional wrestling, if you're gone for a while and you come back, you're a good guy. However, you made a great point. Historically, he's a bad guy, so he's gonna fuck over the Street Profits because he's gonna get fucking cheered, but he still has a match after this
And
with Ric Flair.
I think that everybody's going to think that
He's gonna
Dominic's going to turn and Angelo might turn.
Well, that could be, but
Yeah.
here's
Or Ford might turn.
I just figured this out. This
Yeah.
out, guys. This is a done deal. Usos win and here is why. Historically, professional wrestling, If you return from a long absence, you're a good guy. You're going to get cheered because you are who you are, but nobody's seen you in a while.
Yep.
However, Usos are bad guys. Jeff Jarrett already has a match scheduled against Ric Flair's last match, which will make Ric Flair the good guy in that match, which means Jeff Jarrett has to be the bad guy in that match. So they're going to use this match to make Jeff Jarrett the bad guy for that match.
Yep.
That's it. New Day wins.
The New Day?
Fuck.
He's gonna be chucking me around.
The Usos win.
I'm gonna be calling the New Day the Usos. He does this to me.
Usos win.
I have a lot of problems. The Usos.
The match I think is going to steal the night.
Oh,
Corbin and Pat McAfee.
McAfee.
This is my match stealer of the
McAfee.
fucking night. McAfee's too damn good, and Corbin's a great worker.
Who's winning?
I got McAfee.
I got McAfee.
Who do you have winning the tag match?
Usos.
All right.
I don't think any Romans fuckers are.
This is a tough one too.
I mean, I got McAfee winning. Yeah.
I think it's going to be the funnest match of the night.
It's going to.
I really. This ain't a bad card. I know the reports are like everybody hates the card.
I'll play on watch
Well,
it live. Yeah,
McAfee has been fantastic.
always has been. Yeah.
All right. Lashley in theory.
Oh gosh.
Lashley's winning.
I didn't pick Lashley
I
last
think
time, but I'm
Lashley's
going to pick
obvious,
Lashley
too.
this time.
There's no reason for him to have that.
Theory
tag.
don't need it.
Maybe.
This is a Vince match, and it makes no sense for Theory to win the title back.
All right. So
So he can lose it
if what
again to
we said
somebody
is-
else.
If what we said is true.
James agrees with us. He
If
says
what
Lashley.
we said was true, Theory's going to kind of fall back. Wouldn't giving him the U.S. title to kind of hang on to as like a prop with the briefcase for a while.
No,
Okay,
No.
I think
No.
I got Lashley as well. I'm just asking.
it just doesn't
No.
make sense. I mean, it just
Theory
doesn't.
don't need it.
I feel like this is one of those times where Vince forgot this match happened already, and he just
See
happened.
Theory win it, and then he holds it, and then he loses it again. He really doesn't need it. He's moving on to the Money in the Bank. So I mean,
And as of right now, Lashley's the only person who has defeated Brock and Roman this year. So
He
why
has,
would
yeah.
why have him lose the Theory? You know what I mean? There's no way.
Theory don't need it. So
No, it makes no sense. And Theory might lose in a bullshit way, but that's fine.
that's fine. He's doing just fine.
My
Whatever
God.
This is a tough
and
one.
Whatever
This
the fuck
is-
is on her head.
I think it's a
and
head
against Bianca
thing.
Belair.
Bianca
I think
retains.
Bianca wins this match.
I
God
do
damn
too.
it. Said at the same time, too. God damn it.
I picked Becky last time. I'm picking Bianca this
We need a
time.
different opinion. It's like I won the goddamn belts.
Dude, no, like, look. This is where SummerSlam last year is where Becky came back.
Sure, I remember.
Bianca gets her receipt.
And-
Becky's
I
going
agree.
to get in the ring. The bell's in the ring. She's going to hit KOD 1, 2, 3, win
It's
in
gonna
like
be
12
over.
seconds.
Ooh, I'm not sure about that. I don't know about that. I think
Becky came in, beat her real quick, and Bianca was
And
embarrassed.
Bianca
whatever.
wasn't
This is
ready.
where she gets her
Yeah.
receipt, and this is where Becky fucking spirals out of control.
or do
And
you?
then Alexa enter, and then Rhea.
Ooh, I like that.
And Rhea, look, Rhea was the number one contender, but she had that brain injury or whatever where she was out. For
Now
a
we
few
had
weeks.
Alexa. In
So
it.
you got to get Becky out. So if you completely, and Bianca owes her this receipt. This match might lead the show off and get the crowd going because I think it's going to be ding ding KOD 1, 2, 3. Bianca wins.
Or do you think that Becky tries to do that, Bianca deflects, and then gets her like in 9 seconds rather than 3 seconds? So I feel like we're going to, or here's what I think is going to happen. I think Becky's going to come in, hit her with her signature move, do the exact same thing as last year, but this time Bianca kicks out. That's what I think is going to happen.
Becky's
Oh my God,
gonna get
Triple
all-
H tweeted out
RSH.
him sitting in the fucking where the tryouts are. He spent his whole birthday. He said, spent the day with team looking forward to the future of WWE.
All
Excited for
right.
this week of tryouts. Future is very, very bright. Hashtag
All right.
WWE, hashtag WWE recruit.
Good.
Dude, here's where him and I are different. If it was my birthday and I was married to Stephanie, I'd be spending my
Well,
birthday
he's-
with Stephanie in the bedroom.
He's got tonight.
But
Oh, dude.
All right.
but
So let's go to the other women's championship.
Which I have an interesting ending and my interesting pick on this one. You
All
guys
right,
are
let's
cool.
hear it.
I'll throw you both off. I talked about it with Josh last
Liv
night.
and Ronda Rousey.
So Liv, we know, just won the belt, and Rousey, she's a former SmackDown champion. I'm not picking either one of them. It's going to end in no DQ, and here's why. Charlotte's due to return, and now Charlotte has issues with Rousey because Rousey beat Charlotte, and now Charlotte's gone. Now Charlotte's going to come back. She's due to come back in August. She's going to go after both of them. I think she's going to go after both of them,
Yvonne,
but
you're
mainly.
picking nobody.
Nope. But it's going to end in no DQ and Charlotte's entrance music.
Well, you realize like if Charlotte goes in, like unless she punches them both in the face at the same time, somebody's going to win.
Yeah.
Well,
So there can't be like.
well,
no
okay.
contest.
I'll take back my theory.
It's
Charlotte's going to get
WWE.
involved. If you guys don't know, Charlotte's going to get involved, but
I think
she's gonna go after the winner of this. How about that?
I got Liv retaining. She's too hot.
Here's
Like not hot physically, but she's all right.
I messed my
But,
theory up.
I just
but
mean like
Charlotte's gonna
she's moving merch.
Charlotte's
she's hot
gonna
at house
come out and go
shows.
after the winner. How about
Like
that?
everybody loves Liv, and it'd be terrible to give her the belt for one. I think there's a couple scenarios. Like a Bailey could return and like fuck Rousey over.
Sure.
Or Liv. Or a Charlotte could
Charlotte.
return. 'Cause I think Charlotte's sooner rather than later
she's
going to come
come
back.
out and do something.
Or a Sasha Banks, like because she was supposed to fight Rousey. Remember, fuck Rousey. Like you're the reason and you don't think Triple H would let that work in a storyline? They're the reason I walked out. They wanted me to fight you, and you ain't at my level, girl.
Sure.
You got Sasha in her fucking manly voice.
She
But do
does.
we
Girl, and
think-
she
but
has
do
that
we-
fucking
Their little forehead showing.
But do
Yeah,
we
yeah.
think Liv had her moment and it's time?
No, I don't think it's over yet.
It's tough.
I'm going to piggyback off what you said.
What I said.
I think Becky's going to come out and she's going to punch Liv in the face, making Liv win via DQ. And Charlotte's response will be because she's an easy beat. I'm Charlotte. I get a title match because I'm Charlotte and I can beat Liv. She's fucking easy to beat.
Yep.
So I'm going to cost Rousey by punching
Exactly.
Liv in the face to make Liv retain.
Yep.
And then
That's
they'll
gonna
turn into a
happen.
triple threat.
That's
That's
what I was talking.
what I think.
And I even wore my Charlotte shirt because I was all confident about this.
So I think you're on the ballpark, and it could be said you come on do a double clothesline, and it could cost, and it'd be whatever that could happen.
She's going to cost. I think she's going to cost Rousey because Charlotte. That was her last beef was with Rousey.
Sure, exactly, and it would make sense for her to come out. We all think she's going to attack Ronda, but she'll attack Liv instead.
Yep.
And it's because she's going to retain, and I'm fucking funny. I just cost you the belt by attacking her.
Yep.
And that's Charlotte's thing.
And we know what Charlotte's going to do. She's going to come back and complain like, "Oh, I get a rematch. I get this," even though I like Charlotte Flair.
All right, so what's your pick?
Liv retains.
It's Liv. It's going to be. Like
Liv too.
Yeah.
God damn it!
I know.
So reigning, defending. All right.
Well, I mean, I don't.
Hey, look, it's fine. It's fine.
Oh, here's where we disagree, James Levison. She won't be a face.
I will never.
No.
One, look at her face, or two, cheer for her.
She's not a face personality.
Charlotte's not even a woman I'd sleep with the lights off with.
She'll come back. That was so long ago when that I Quit match happened. Nobody cares. I would put money on the fact that she's going to come out and punch Liv in the face just to cost Rousey the match. She can't be cheerable.
Liv's going to win by a DQ. It's going to happen.
Exactly. I think she's going to come out. And then they're going to fucking square up, and we're all as an audience are going to think she's going to attack Rousey.
Yep.
And then she's going to turn around and punch Liv in the face and then fucking laugh her ass off like Seth Rollins laughs as she walks
And
up the
like
ramp.
Chuck said, it's going to be a triple threat match, and Charlotte will probably get the belt. Like she.
That'll be later, but yeah.
Later, yep. It'll be getting there, and Josh will be so thrilled.
This is the one match. If that doesn't happen that way, I'd be surprised, honestly.
And there could be another surprise factor.
But now that Vince is in charge, maybe something will be different. Who fucking knows? I don't fucking know. But anyway, what's next? We all have Liv, right?
Yep. Yep.
Brock and
Roman.
Yeah.
All right. Theory cash in.
No, I don't think he will.
Oh.
Triple with Vince. If Vince was still there,
maybe.
I think he'd cash in. I'd be picking him to cash in.
It'd make no sense for him to cash in. He's too young to be champion right now. It doesn't make sense for him to be champion.
All right. So
he needs to take
so
his
do we
time
agree with everything?
You realize we all have the same.
Well, I can change. I'm going to change something before Saturday.
Because
I'm going to make this shit not be the exact same. I'm
we need to take a risk.
Look, there's only matches that are supposed to be added are Gunther versus Shinsuke Nakamura, which I would take Gunther. I don't take the IC title off of him yet. If they announce a match with Seth by then, which I don't think they will, I think this card's pretty much set.
Hopefully, this is still Vince's card. This is all pre-determined before Vince was fired. But hopefully, after SummerSlam, it won't be so predictable that we all fucking match every goddamn.
This is the one that would be hard for me to change.
I'll take my title to the UK. I don't care. I'll go over into Size Land.
This match, this match in particular is hard because Dominic could turn, Edge could return. I mean, there's so many two different things.
I don't know, James. What does Brock do after, or what does Reigns do after that? That doesn't make any sense. I mean, it just doesn't.
The Mysterious ones.
Lesnar was here because Randy Orton was injured. That's why Lesnar was here. And Vince may have forgot that they main evented WrestleMania. So that's why this is happening.
Reports that said that Vince would like forget
yeah,
shit from like weeks ago.
Exactly.
Which I kind of felt that like the dude loved what he did, right? Like, like he just got like I don't know.
When you get that old,
I'll tell you one thing. He's not as bad as this motherfucker.
Well,
the Mysterio match is rough.
I'd rather see Vince and his pile of women than his dude and his pile of cocaine.
The fact is, Vince should have retired a decade ago.
SummerSlam,
like cool post,
which I think you guys already know the answer now.
Well,
look at me. I've never looked at a woman like I look at my title belt.
I picked that poster sarcastically.
You gotta fake it, bro.
And I'm on Pornhub.
You just gotta fake it.
$13.99 a month.
I should have picked the worst picture.
And my feet are coming to OnlyFans and feet are new.
I'm with Chuck. I may change one of mine before Saturday.
I'm gonna change my predictions before Saturday because if I lose, it's gonna be a legit lose, not a goddamn tie.
I'm going all in for it. The Mysterio one I may change because I'm still thinking that one's really tough. There's two different things can happen.
This is our most loaded RSH.
It was fun.
Fun.
Hope you all enjoyed the show. Thank you, James, for hanging out
and playing.
Follow us.
To play the game.
Yeah. Sure to follow us. Join next week. We'll be back next Wednesday, 6 p.m. Well, that's not right. Probably 6:45 Eastern Standard Time. And dude,
yeah, next week.
Some results.
Yeah.
Thank you for Cy, SJP, and Wrestle Buddy. It's like our first, maybe not officially, like it's a whatever with them.
It's official.
I'll be talking to them later tonight. I'll be having some articles come out. Check out all the other articles on their site. Sorry, I can't fucking operate this thing as well. There we go. Save.
What is happening right now?
All right.
What are you trying to say?
WrestleBuddy.com.
Oh, here we go.
Follow us on Twitter at RSH Wrestling or at SJP World Media at side. Then also with WrestleBuddy at WrestleBuddy on Twitter, Wrestle_Buddy. And then you can find their website, WrestleBuddy.com. Go to Linktree, search for WrestleBuddy. You can find all their different places. I don't know what the fuck Linktree is, but I'll figure it out, I'm sure. Like I said, James, thank you for tuning in.
Thanks, James. We appreciate it.
Love the new fans. He said Roman has my hometown love too, but that move would give Drew the pop he's supposed to get before COVID. You're right. He'd get a bigger pop if he beat Brock over Roman. I just don't think. I think Brock's going to lose and be gone till Mania.
I agree.
I think Brock's
and I'm perfectly fine with that.
Fucking tuned out since Vince is out.
I just realized, hold on real quick before we get going here. I just realized like a long time ago, I think 2002 or 4, McIntyre showed up and that was Vince's guy. Him getting fired, came back all jacked up. So is Theory going to get fired and then come back in like 10 years all jacked up?
When Drew came back, he came back to NXT first. And he won the NXT title from it because when Drew came back, he beat up Adam Cole.
But he was all jacked up still.
Yeah.
Like, well, Theory, because Theory's kind of little. Will he get fired and then come back in a decade fucking ripped and tall as shit?
He kind of already got fired.
So I think
he got demoted back to NXT. Then he came back more ripped.
He did.
And now he's back on the main
roster. I think McIntyre got taller too, which doesn't happen as an adult. So something's going on.
I don't know.
He's getting taller, shorter. Names are getting weird.
I think Theory's okay.
We got to love WWE wrestling here.
Triple H, give him his first name back. I really prefer calling him
Austin
Theory.
Yeah.
I can't. I always call him Austin, not Theory. I can't.
So Bray Wyatt is trending. Tell me he did not show up on.
That's because of us. So hope you all guys enjoy the show. Again, if you didn't, it is almost 2 hours in, so that's kind of on you. So that sucks to suck. And until next time, guys, we'll be back here, right here. Follow us on Twitter. Follow us on Facebook at RSH Wrestling. Regularly scheduled hostilities on Facebook. And is that it?
Go back to the beginning of the show, James.
I can't wait to listen to it.
I've had a fucking heart attack on air today. I got told by somebody sitting at this table that Tony Khan's the reason Vince McMahon isn't around anymore.
3 years.
And
it's all took.
I fucking lost my shit.
It's all took.
I need you guys to go back and watch it.
I can't wait to
my John Cena shirt is like, I'm going to have to take like my second shower. And I don't like water. I'm scared of it. And
the fuck does that mean?
I don't like water. I'm like Jason. I must drown like 4 times when I was younger.
That's one movie.
I've
almost drowned like 4 times
because he's not afraid of water.
Jason is afraid of water. Nah. Have you never seen the iconic movie Freddy vs. Jason?
I have, and that was the only movie that
is
established
the greatest
that in.
horror movie of all time.
No, and it was. I love it. Don't get me wrong.
I was talking shit. I was making you be like, "What the fuck?"
Most
people hated it. I thought it was all right.
I love it.
My dad took me to see it.
I watched it 2 years.
My dad don't like movies, like movie theaters.
Yeah,
and like he took me. I remember he took me to see that.
I loved Freddy vs. Jason. But I also love the entire franchise. That's the only movie he was afraid of water in. But he did drown. So that's a good point.
All right. Yeah. We'll be back with, what's the dude's name? Jimmy Bebe.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
Yeah, Jim WrestleBuddy. Check out, watch for us. We're coming on WrestleBuddy. By the time next week comes around, we'll be fully probably affiliated with them and have everything going.
I would
But,
say that you can find us on SJP Worldwide
Yeah,
Wrestling.
you can
find us
Wrestling,
on-
might that be right?
SJP World Media.
It's
So
right
I
here.
remembered
Media.
it.
It's right there.
Yvonne's
At
remembered it.
SJP Road Media or your favorite podcasting platform, Spotify, whatever. We're on all that shit. And then we'll get with Wrestle Buddy. We'll probably be available with them as well.
Yep.
But we haven't worked all the details out. RSH comes with a hefty price. Like, you want the
Yeah.
best, you got to pay for it.
I mean, we are.
I am the longest reigning champion
Oh,
in
for
professional
Lord
wrestling.
God's sakes.
That's all I'm saying. I am 836 days.
That is true.
And I'm full time. So
Fuck, we gotta
that's
end
true.
that.
That is true.
I'm going to go back and
We gotta
track
end
how
it.
many times I defended my belt. 'Cause it's probably like 30.
Well, that's spoiler Roman Reigns. I'm gonna take that belt. I'm gonna change one of my predictions at SummerSlam.
So am I.
It's gonna happen.
Mine's gone.
I'm bringing this to Wrestle Buddy, and it's going to stay where it's always been.
I
The
know.
Buzz,
I'm gonna change.
whatever the
mine, too.
fuck that weird ass website we was with before the Buzz is called.
Well, that was a joke.
What was that
What
even
was that?
called?
AEE.
All Everything Entertainment, the Buzz,
Which doesn't really
Wrestle
make
Buddy.
sense.
Cuddle Buddy, Tony
Who
Jones
joined
Buddy,
Why not?
the Teletubbies, no matter who we're associated with.
At the end of the day,
This
guys,
stays right here.
continue to fear. No matter what platform you're watching on, no matter what show you're
When
watching,
you snort cocaine, you listen.
continue to fear regularly scheduled